Okay, man, wake your ass up, boy. Wake your ass up, boy. BD, boy. Paul Blur, wake your ass up, boy.
Who is this?
Okay, David, boy, wake your ass up, boy.
What'd you say, boy? Voice changer, boy?
I think of you, and I know we are something new. We get high and high, crazy blue, like St. Elmo's fire, love so sharp and flat that it's hard to know just where you're at. But now I know I
DV boy.
want
Look at this is the real fucking
I
DV boy
want you
talking
to
tonight.
be my woman.
DV boy.
Now I know I want you. I want you to be my woman. Got the will.
My father is not their
When
father.
Full I
I don't give any
My
credit.
father.
It's mostly fake.
DV boy.
I'm in love with the love we make. We get high and high, crazy blue, like St. Elmo's fire, love so sharp and flat that it's hard to know just where you're at. Now I know I want you. I want you to be my woman. Now I know I want you. I want you to be my woman.
I have adopted parents. My real parents are 100% Sicilian. I'm as Italian as you are, if not more. Okay, so
No, you're not.
That straight
You're not
real
more
quick.
Italian. You're not more Italian than I am.
I
I don't know what that
I was
has to.
adopted.
But what
Tony,
does
when
that
I
have to? What does
1
that
hour
have to do
old,
with
I
it?
was adopted. I've never met my real parents. I'm Italian too.
No.
When my son's full grown and he blows mean xylophone, you and I stay tan in the sun.
Motherfucker!
Down in Yucatan, we'll get high and high, crazy blue, like St. Elmo's fire, love so sharp and flat that it's hard to know just where you're at. Now I know I want you. I want you to be my woman.
Are you out of your mind?
Now I know
Are you
I
seriously
want
out of your mind?
I want you to be
Sick
my
bastard. Hey, no negatives, you.
when I start to care.
Dude, in all due respect, Blake, I didn't mean to call you dude.
But I think of
What kind of life is
and
splashing around on the waves and saying, wee?
something new.
Don't say that to my face. I'll crack you upside your head. You fucking punk. You shouldn't even be in here. Now I'm out. Have a nice night.
Motherfucker!
DV boy.
Yeah. What's up, people? Happy Friday. Yeah, the real gangsters, y'all. Shit. The weekend is here. Oh, yeah. And it's a beautiful day in the ghetto, if I say so myself. Oh, my God, he talking about the ghetto over there. Who the fuck He don't know nothing about no ghetto. Who is he to be talking about the ghetto, y'all? You know about the ghetto, boy. Shit. I escaped the ghetto. I escaped the ghetto 30-something years ago. Yeah. Well, let's not talk about that. We're not here to talk about the ghetto. We're here to have a good time and talk about some stuff. I don't know. We're gonna have a good show, damn it. I guess it's been confirmed that Joey Massino passed away the other day, 80 years old. So we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna bring Big Frank on here, former Banano associate, to talk about the former boss of the Bananos. He's got some stories and stuff. He's got the inside scoop. I want to thank Terry Lynn for gifting the 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you. Scott L's been a member for 4 months. How's everyone doing? What's up, Scott L? Thank you for being a member for so long. Then we got Casey Robinson, a member for 10 months. Was Massino in prison or witness protection? No. He definitely was not in prison. He informed, 2004. So, yeah. He's been free as a bird for a long time. I don't know if he was still in witness protection, but I presume so. We'll find out. Maybe we'll find out once we bring Frank on here. You think I need this shit? And Sally, thank you so much for the $5. I'll be listening, but out of the chat, have a great show. Thank you, Sally. Let me highlight that. Where is it? Hold on. I'm looking at my phone right now. You think I need this? Terry Lynn's been a member for 6 months. Beautiful day in the ghetto. I can't believe it's been 6 months already. Jesus. Thank you, Terry Lynn. Yeah. Scott L., I see you, boy. And where's Sally's support right now? Where is it? Where is Sally? I think I need this shit. There it is. The computer's extra slow today. I'm sorry, guys. What's up, Wyatt Earp? Wyatt Earp. How come it's not highlighting when I click it? Let's go. There we go. Yeah, now I feel better. We got Frankie Rizzo, a member for 11 months. Holy shit, has it been a year already? Well, yeah, next month is going to be a year for my memberships. Wow. Time flew by. I think I did the memberships same week as my birthday. A little after. Yeah. Gangster shit, y'all. And it looks like when Terry Lynn gifted those memberships, all good people from her chat got it. Breezy Girl, Sammy, Rakasan, Anna, and Kat Winterworth. Yeah, that's what's up. Well, congratulations, and thank you again, Terry Lynn. I also want to thank Chris Capello for the Cash App. Thank you, brother. And also the mystery person who wants to remain anonymous. Thank you. That helps me survive the ghetto a lot. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, I was just on the phone earlier, and somebody told me there was some drama in Angels chat, as usual, last night with Schumacher. I guess Schumacher was abusing his wrench and blocking people. I don't know. He was arguing with people. It's very high strung. And I guess he called in, and they told me to go listen to it, so I listened to a little bit of it. And he was arguing about subscribers. He was crying about, oh, just take it. I don't care. All these tough guys. I don't know. I have to go back and watch it. I missed a good show last night. Damn it. I fell asleep early. You think I need this shit? Frankie Rizzo, good to see you, brother. Deganey in the house. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't take away Schumacher's wrench. I wouldn't do that. You might push him over the edge. He might do something drastic to himself. I don't know. Take it easy with him, you know. Something's wrong with him. He's a mental midget. You gotta put on the kid's gloves. He might be very highly upset you take away that wrench. It might destroy his life. I don't know. We don't want that. Doug Jack, what's up, brother? Happy Friday, you DV boy. What's up there, you fucking DV boy? I wasn't anywhere near the YouTube chat. I was in Alaska. I was in Anchorage, Alaska, playing tennis. I was nowhere near the YouTube. Yeah, what's up, Wyatt Earp? Wyatt Earp did something with a membership. Let's see what he did here, boy. Hey, Jesse Roth. I just scrolled all the way down. Shoemakers, that kid that everyone just left alone in school. Yeah. It's my stapler. This is my stapler. Poor guy. Everybody hit the like button. I forgot to ask you that on the way in. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. We got Mustang Sally in the house. What the hell's up, y'all? Bachil. Oh, Fat Ball Italian. I forgot to say hello, brother. My man. Now, that's a gentleman. He really is a gentleman. What a great guy. I met him. He's a great guy. I knew him all. I knew his brother. He says hello. Scott H., what up? What's up with Tony Ducks? Wrench rage, yeah. Schumacher's got wrench rage. He's a dangerous guy with that wrench. You better be careful. Schumacher's ducked in the head. Oh, yeah, that's an understatement. What's up, Joe Root? Dung Beetle? Montanaro? Dude! Where is Lee lately? You haven't heard nothing about Lee. What the hell's he up to? You got to start wondering when he goes quiet, there's something wrong. He's up to something. I don't know if you could say it's good, but he's up to something. What's up, BX? And Jesse's been a member for 11 months. Look at this. Married, divorced, still waiting on alimony. All in 11 months. That's a lot. That's a lot to go through. Did you hear about that? Nobody cares. Fuck them. Some celebrity couple's going through a horrible divorce. Looks like it's about to get ugly. Wyatt Earp just bought himself a membership. Look at this. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Let me check my chat on my phone to see what the hell's going on here, boy. This is some cowboy bullshit. What's up, John DeLong? Muggsy Siegel in the house. I see you, brother. Tony Ducks, Frank, if you're going to jump on with Gunsmoke, I have a question I'd like to ask. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's coming on. I'm going to bring him on in a couple more minutes after I'm done with my stupid spiel. And then we'll get down to the nitty gritty. What's up, Nightmare? The real gangsters, y'all. MRE's retard. Joey Molino's mom passed away yesterday. I heard that yesterday evening too. I'm sorry to hear that. What was her name? Rita, I think. I'm not sure. I think it was Rita. That lady's seen a lot, huh? Her husband killed, her son killed. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was thinking about the Testas. I'm sorry. What am I talking about? I was thinking about Phil Testa's wife. I think she passed away before him, actually. All right. I got that fucked up. Yeah, but Merlino's mom has seen a lot too, you know. Testa was his brother-in-law for a minute there. Oh, no, actually wasn't. I'm sorry. My whole history's fucked up. They were about to get married, and Testa called it off. That's why he got whacked. Chucky Merlino didn't like that. He took it as an insult. And Scarfo and Testa plotted against Testa. No, fuck, man. Testa and fucking, goddamn it. Merlino and fucking Scarfo plotted against Testa. Yeah, that's what happened. All right, let me get off that subject because I don't even know what the fuck I'm thinking about, this mob shit. I've been so out of the loop lately, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. You think I need this shit? But yeah, you guys know the history. I don't have to explain it to you. Scarfo shouldn't have taken out Testa, goddammit. He didn't want to marry Joey Molino's sister, so what? At least he went up to him and asked him for permission to break it off. But who cares? It is what it is. Things happen the way they do. What's up, Joseph Montanaro? Where the hell you been, bro? I haven't seen that name in a while. What the hell you doing, bro? Sven Larson, what's up? Who else we got in here? Did I say hello to Primo? What's up, Primo? Shit. Scott H. I think I said hello to Scott H. Joey Molino broke the story. Yes, he did. It's not even in the news. Nobody would have knew about it if it wasn't for him. What's up, Joey Frakes? Lance 33, surviving the ghetto up in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Crypto Crotchy. Think I need this shit? What's up, Bishy Live? Otis, there he is, my man. Otis in the house. That's a great intro. Thank you, Otis. I appreciate that. BX says pizza is great. I just caught a second of his live. He actually said when he was in South Philly, a new crew went to interview him because they thought, a news crew went to interview him because they thought he was Joey Merlino. Yeah, okay. The hell's he smoking? Yeah, that guy's batshit crazy. He seems to know every fucking mobster. He knows everybody. Every boss, every capo, every underboss. He knew them all. Sitting on that fucking bench or whatever the fuck he was sitting on. Sitting on that curb. Watching them walk by. He didn't even watch them walk by. What's up, Joe Bag of Donuts? He watched, I don't know, regular Manhattanites walking by. Old fucks, old farts. What do you want me to tell you? It wasn't no fucking mobsters walking by, I'll tell you that much. What you know about some yacht rock, Jesse? The fuck? You still Mark Schumacher's CD collection? What the fuck is this shit? Yeah, he would listen to some of that yacht rock. I can see that. He listens to Eric Clapton and shit. I don't know. Yeah, you fucking DV boy. What's up, Steve Cutler? Good to see you, bro. Steve Cutler comes by once in a while. Living in my truth. What's up? Yeah. Who else we got here? Georgie boy. What's up, gentlemen? How are you, Georgie boy? You fucking Georgie boy. It's the jacket. What's up? All right. Listen, Sonny Soprano. What's up, bro? I don't think I said Sonny Soprano. Shit. And Jingle Bells. Jingle big bells. Big balls for jingle bells. Think I need this shit. Joseph Montanaro kicked up $10. I missed a few shows. This should get me caught up a little bit. Yeah, boy. You DV boy. You're late on the VIG, DV boy. What's up, Joseph Montanaro? Thank you very much for that. All right, let me drop a link for Frank here so we get this shit show started, and we'll give you the inside scoop on Mr. Massino, and we'll answer Tony Duck's question. And maybe even Casey Robinson's question, too. Yeah. What you know about that, boy? Huh? Clapton is great. Oh, Lance 33 likes Clapton, too. All right, don't get fucking testy now. It was just a joke. I don't know what's in his CD collection. Who knows? He probably has Britney Spears for all we know. Who the fuck knows? Crypto says he gets mistaken for Merlino every place he goes. It's obvious. They look like twins. Unbelievable. Yeah. Everywhere he goes, pizza's getting asked, "Are you Joey Merlino?" Yeah. Yeah, that's me, you know. Yeah, you see. Fucking woke joke. I got all the numbers. Yeah. I got NFL picks. I got it all. Here's Frank. What's up, Frankie?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
What's going on? I just got one fucking question for you.
Oh no.
Where the fuck did you get that song?
I heard it the other day and I was like, I really like this shit. This is old school
shit. That's like shit fucked in Silo listens to in the hot tub.
I don't know. I picture driving around like a fucking white Cadillac, old school, top down. I don't know.
Yeah, well, all right, okay, whatever.
You know, pimp shit.
And I was just listening to you. So pizza got mistaken for Joey Molito.
That's what they're saying. Yeah, I don't know
What
how the
was it?
fuck
The
that
two
happened.
teeth he had in his mouth, or the cardboard box behind him?
Yeah.
He's a fucking ringer for him. Hey, yeah. Or was it the stench?
Merlino must be on some hard times. I don't know.
It must have been when he was fucking in the clink.
Montanero says Merlino's shits look better than Tony Pizza. That's true.
God, that's the guy. I mean, fucking, that's somebody who's really delusional.
Yeah, he's
Anthony
whacked out of
T,
his
what's
mind.
up? Hey, Anthony, I'll call you today. I'm sorry about it. I'll call you today, bro.
Oh, goddamn it! I told you to call him yesterday.
I just found that fucking text. You know, I got two fucking phones.
Yeah.
So I caught that text. I was like, holy shit.
You fucked up.
So how's everybody doing? Yeah, I was listening to some. I'll tell you what, man. That Angel show was entertaining yesterday.
Yeah, I missed
really
it.
enjoyed it. Too bad I'm blocked, but it's okay.
Can't participate, Frankie Fiordilino.
Well, she got it right this time. That's okay. That's fine. But it was really entertaining. That fucking Schumacher put on a show, boy.
Yeah, I was watching some of it. He's a stuttering prick. He's all over the place. And then Pretty
throwing
Bonita gave him the
Snicker
business.
bars at him. They were throwing Snicker bars at him and everything. You know, it fucking was just crazy.
He gave me a dig. I won't come around here anymore.
Somebody coined the phrase on her show. I think, what was it? Wrench rage. I don't know who it was, but it was
Wrench rage. I like that.
Yeah, you know, if they take the fucking wrench away from me, he's gonna go fucking nuts.
Yeah, that would set him over the edge.
Tony, she ain't gonna unblock me. I don't know what the fuck her problem is with me. Whatever. But I don't blame her either. I probably put in some digs now and then, and then it's a good idea that I'm blocked, I think. But
keep you out of trouble.
Yeah, keep me out of fucking bullshit, especially after a night out drinking or something.
Yeah.
But back to the girl, the woman Angela. I got to give her a lot of credit. She went to bat for you.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier. She
did. I gotta give her, and it kind of makes me feel bad. Everybody was giving her a hard time the other time, but hey, whatever.
Yeah. I told people take it easy on it.
Yeah, you did, and that's the right thing, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's why I like coming on the show, because I like the people here on the show. It's not that I don't like to go anywhere else. I have friends that do have shows. Don't get me wrong, that are content creators, but fuck, there's daggers going around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like this because it's kind of like it's fun. It's fun. It's one of those things through the day. Helps me get through the day.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
But yeah. So what do you got, bro?
Well, I guess Joey Massino.
Passed,
I guess it's confirmed. So I still didn't see nothing in the news about it. So I don't know, but
I seen an article on Newsweek. I think Newsday or Newsweek, one or the other.
Yeah.
Anthony Stefano writes for them. He's been a banana kind of reporter for a long time. He's wrote actually 2 books on Joe Messina, and I guess he knew a little bit about where he was or what. Apparently he was in Ohio, and then his last days were spent around New York in a rehabilitation center. So that's according to Anthony DeStefano. As far as the story being broke out, I heard it from Nadu.
Yeah.
As far as my end of that, and that's that.
God damn it, Bear Pushy. I'm sorry if I skipped you. You see, you skip one person, they get upset. My bad, Bear Pushy.
I don't know where to start here, but
well, you did jail time with the guy.
A couple people have questions. Go right ahead.
Yeah. Well, was he still in the witness protection program or no?
I don't know. Probably not at the end. If he was in Ohio, I would assume yes. Because if he had to pick where the fuck he wanted to live with the money he had, he probably would not pick Ohio. And I'm guessing Ohio because that's somewhere they would probably put him where he'd fit in. And if you look at him, he has, he could fit in Ohio, believe it or not. I've been to Cincinnati. and the Kentucky border over there. So that's not a bad place for him, actually. Where in Florida he might stick out because his pitches went around a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yo, Brian Miller, I saw you in the other chat saying obnoxious shit. Please, guys, I don't want to talk about it, bro. Stop asking obnoxious questions, bro. I don't got nothing against you. No, he's asking crazy questions all the time.
Yeah.
That's what he does. But
Tony Duck says, I believe one of Messina's daughters was quoted in the article. Yeah, I've read that. Yeah, that would probably. He had 3 daughters. I know that. Which one is the oldest or the youngest? I don't know. But yeah, I seen that in the article, just like anybody else did.
So how do you feel about him passing away? I mean, I know you did jail time with the guy, a couple of years at least.
Just like somebody else dying, not bad, not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're indifferent. It is what it is.
You know, I'd gotten close to him in jail. I got to see, the person he was, who he is, and he always seemed to be a friendly guy and whatever. But he had an agenda. He was also a dangerous man. I don't know. How do I feel? I don't know. Just another old guy that died. That's it.
Yeah. Montenegro wants to know where all his money went.
I just got. I wouldn't know where all his money went, but the government took a pretty good chunk. I do know when we were both in the WITSEC units. Obviously, we couldn't be together. They don't have co-defendants staying in the same place. He was ranting about he had lost $13 million due to my testimony, which I thought it was fucking. And he was complaining about that. All I talked about was a house and a baccarat game in respect to him forfeiting his money. So I don't know why. I don't know. That's what he was saying. Got back to me and whatever.
When you were on the stand and he was sitting across from you, was he like giving you dirty looks or like looking at you like, what the fuck?
Now that's a good question, and because it's one of the fucking worst days of my life. Sitting on the stand was one of the worst days of my life for sure. They woke me up. I knew where I was going, and they said today, you're gonna, and they're being all good to you because they're figuring, I hope you don't clam up because they had problems with me prior to fucking and they were in prior problems of telling the truth. There were problems of me not wanting to go on the stand. You understand?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I'll take my time. I'll do whatever I got to do. And I was just like, it wasn't a scared thing. It was I was having trouble with the loyal aspect of it. You understand what I mean? Even though me and him really didn't do anything, I was disloyal to people that were looking at it that way. You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
The mob was my world. The mob was everything. So it was just, it was hard. They woke me up. There's this fucking guy with an AK-47. They stick me in a fucking car. There's like 3 cars, and they drive from, I'm not going to say what state because they might use that same system. And they drive me from one state to Brooklyn with a helicopter on top. And there's a agent next to me goes, you hear that helicopter on top of you? I go, yeah, what is that for? He goes, that's for us. So they were taking this guy serious. He was the number one mob guy at the time, in the United States being prosecuted. And so the hype to it was huge. I go in the court, door opens, Judge Graffis is there. I walk in and he's there. But little did I know at the time that I know now, he was pretty much defeated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why. Because his brother-in-law had testified before me and took the air right out of him. And there was still people going to testify after me, but the damage that he thought was going to be done to him was already done. You understand?
Uh-huh.
But he looked at me, I looked at him, I nodded at him, he nodded at me. And we kept looking at each other like I think after a while we both kind of like were defeated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember there was this in that case, there was a bunch of Hasidic kids, law students, and they were listening. Their teacher had brought them there. You know how your teacher used to bring you to court to see how the court systems work on school trips back in the day.
Yeah,
I don't know if they did that with you, but when I was a kid, they done that. And they get to the part where they talk about this violent aspect of my life where I was involved in a pretty heinous crime. And while I'm explaining to you, because, I'm getting crossed, they're telling me, well, weren't you involved in this? And didn't you do that? And didn't whatever. I see the rabbi or the top guy there. He takes the kids and he walks right the fuck out. He goes, come on, let's go. So I kind of remember that too. It was in 2004. I'm thinking June. So that was a while back. That was 19 years ago. Little past 19 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And that was it. But they took me quick, man. They asked me a couple of times if I wanted to flip. I told them no. When I did, between the time they took me out of MDC and the time I ended up on the stand was only 3 months.
All right.
So that was it, man.
Tony Ducks wants to know, Massino was said to have brought the family to having 195 wise guys. To your knowledge, would that be accurate?
No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I could sit here and count to what I remembered at the time, and I probably could come up myself. I could probably come up with 100 people that I've met or knew.
So basically, you think when you were in court with Massino, he already knew he was done for. So whatever you had to say wasn't going to hurt him anyway. You think it wasn't like a...
Well, it wasn't. I didn't put up the lineup card. That's the prosecutors. But yeah, absolutely. I didn't know who came before me or after me, but you could tell there was a big aura about this case. Like when Sammy went against John Gotti.
Yeah.
You had everybody in the fucking courtroom and ready to just listen to the showdown and whatever. It wasn't as big as that case, so but it was the second biggest to that case at the time. And that showdown was going to be pretty epic, because the New York papers were platforming it, the showdown itself. They had Joe's wife, my brother, I can't believe he's doing this to me, all that crap. And you could tell when I got there, the courts were pretty empty, like half empty. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And that's where it was. It was he was pretty much deflated at that point. His brother-in-law, Sal, did a number on him.
Sal Vitale, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Who was Sal Vitale anyway? Wasn't he, before he became involved with the mob, wasn't he like a cop or something? Or?
He was a correction officer, but nobody knew that. You know what I mean? Sammy comes around saying, we would have known that. We would have killed Joe Messina right away. And blah, blah, blah. You didn't know that. Nobody knew that. So, you wouldn't done nothing. What can you do when you don't know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, he actually transported, he was a correction officer, but he transported prisoners from, let's say, Rikers to the courts. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Or vice versa. That's what he did. And he was Joe's wife's brother.
Joe's wife's, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
GG, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Nice to meet you too.
Oh yeah, before I forget, let's give a shout out to Chad Jr. Hope he's getting better. FBS's mom. And
absolutely, yeah.
Before we go on,
Yeah, I spoke to Chad yesterday. I forgot to ask him if I could give an update to the people, but I don't think he minds. He's still going through a lot with his son. They're going to do some MRIs in a couple weeks. I don't know why they're waiting that long. It's not his fault. He's, it's the doctors just taking their sweet time. But it sounds pretty serious. He's going to need a couple procedures, and hopefully after that he gets much better. But right now, Chad's really going through it. So if you guys could say your prayers for Chad and his son, we would appreciate it. He would appreciate it. He told me to tell Frank that he appreciates him too. He hasn't had a chance to talk with him.
I haven't either. And, yeah, my heart goes out to this kid's a 28-year-old kid. His life ahead of him. Prayers out to Chad Jr.
Well, this kid's young and strong, so I'm sure he'll get through it. I told him that.
But don't ask me a question. Not to get off the subject.
Yeah. What's up, Albaz?
He says, so really he was fucked already. You did what you did to avoid a long set. To Tone, I was surprised. I'll be honest with you. When they said, hey, would you want to? There was a couple of times when my lawyers approached me if I would want to testify against Joe Messina. And I was like, what the fuck you want me to fucking, I mean, what? I said, I don't know him like that. I mean, I know they want structure. They want where you were at, what you were doing, and where, at what level, and all that. I mean, they even went family. At one point in court, I remember they brought up a family member of mine from years ago, and Joe was like, I wasn't even in the mob back then. What the fuck does this have to do with me?
Yeah.
It's trying to build that, that this family was built on this and that and the other thing. So they had a sidebar over it. And I kind of like, at the time, I don't know how these cases have worked. I'm not a lawyer, I don't know what the components are. But like he used to say, there's many ingredients in a soup. To make a good soup, you need a lot of ingredients. You need a lot of ingredients in a fucking RICO case to make a good fucking RICO case. You understand?
They just threw everything at him. Any little thing they throw at him.
I mean, you could even take, if you want to go fucking, they even threw the coffee boy at him. Yeah, that's fine. But then at the same time, I remember the prosecutor fucking telling a journalist for a night near me, he goes, yeah, the coffee boy also put one back of your head.
That's right.
So I'm not happy about that because I felt like, shit, listen to me. If they would have told me I was a peon fucking cleaning bathrooms and it would have gave me a chance of beating the case, not even being in that situation, I would have done it. I don't give a fuck. You think I'm proud of that shit? I leave that to all the rest of the humps who fucking want to come out here and say, yeah, I was in the mob, I flipped, but, I used to be the guy, I used to be this guy, I used to be that. I'll tell you where I was at,
That's why a lot of people like you, because you're humble, you don't exaggerate.
I just tell what I remember and the best as I remember. And if I don't remember it as good as I did, I just don't talk about it because sometimes it could be taken as bullshit,
Yeah.
This, is a real good, humble guy. I shouldn't bring him up, but Arolado, okay? And I'll tell you what. He's been there. He's done that. He could actually write a book. He don't care. He doesn't think he's better than anybody else. He actually knows what he's done. You know what I mean? If you talk to Anthony, you get the sense of, Anthony, you can fucking write a book in a minute and people or whatever, your story is pretty, one of the youngest captains in his area. Did I use that area? My area, and he, but then you get these half-ass guys like Cootie, who make you sound like they were in fucking meetings with the Gaudis, which is ridiculous, and then or running fucking South Queens, whatever, Jamaica, nothing. I'm pretty sure he was around people. I'm not saying he wasn't, but the embellishments and stuff like that's irritating, even for me, man.
You were a coffee boy. I did.
Right, exactly. I'll own it. I mean, that's what my family owned, coffee shops. What the fuck, if your family owns pizza shops, you're gonna be a pizza boy, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're a shoemaker, you're gonna be a shoemaker.
You took my wrench away. It's not fair. And remember, they were talking too. I didn't mean to block them, but they were talking shit. A bunch of tough guys, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fat Ball Italian.
Fuck, where's that? Frank, that's a Frank. Michael McDonald says, Frank, you were in Crystal City Underground, DC. Yeah, was that is that what it's called, Crystal City? I'm
Chris,
asking Michael McDonald if they, yeah, the underground. It's the way they bring you. It's a marshal's office, and they give you orientation, and they get to pick where, more or less, they look at you and they say, well, you're going here. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's just like a regular apartment. They got cable TV, a couch, um, 2 beds, just in case you have family with you. It's
Like a
underground.
Balashi
You don't
suite.
see where you're going,
Yeah.
and they bring you down there. And while they bring you down there, you can't. You know you're going downhill, and in more ways than one. But once you're there, they give you a menu. What do you want to eat? You press the button. If you need to call anybody, you got to go through us. And they just give you orientation. They check your teeth, your bones, your tattoos, just in case you end up in a ditch. I've said this before. They want to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you stay there maybe 2 to 3 days, and then they let you go, and you pick a spot. You don't pick a spot. They ask you 3 spots you want to go to, right? And you give them the 3 spots, right? And that's not where you're gonna go, so you can forget about that. They're like, thanks. It's more or less they're looking at you and they decide, oh, you know what? You fit in over there for some reason, and that's where they send you.
They don't put you like in a general area of where you said you wanted to go?
No.
No.
Let's say if it's a job or you're good at welding, and there's this area of the United States that's big on welding. They'll send you around there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But they're not gonna. You're not gonna pick where you want to go. No. Vocational spots. If you're good at this, they'll send you there. If you're looking for that, but for the most part, they give you an eye down, unless you're a real someone who's been on the TV and everything, and then they know you and whatever. Then they really decide where you're gonna go.
And what, they give you like a new identity, right? They give you like diplomas and stuff too, like college diplomas.
No, I had to get my diploma in I got my GED in jail, and then they transferred it to to my name, my new name, from a college somewhere in the United States, which I don't want to mention because high school in the United States. I don't want to mention it because they probably use the same system.
Yeah.
I
get it.
I mean, I'm grateful for them because they've done a lot for me. And if at this point in my life, I didn't have family anymore, so they did a lot for me and economically get me on my feet. I didn't have it like a lot of these people did, so I didn't have it. I was in a I wasn't very lucrative out there, and so when I came in here, it was like I had to start all over, everything. So they helped me out. I know a lot of people have bad experiences with marshals, but I really didn't. I had pretty good ones.
They send you a check every month too, right? Like help you with stuff.
They give you money. They meet up with you or something like that, and they give you a stipend. Not enough that if you were working a $20 an hour job.
Yeah.
People get the wrong idea. How much should they give you? I guess if you're a fucking important fucking rat and you can give some demands, that's fine. I wasn't that guy. I got what that was given, the necessities, and I ran with it. And even today, I still work. So, I mean, I didn't have it like that, and I got screwed of a lot of other ends with family, stuff that I was supposed to, whatever, inheritances, whatever. I got screwed over my decision. So it's no big deal. I got to do what I got to do.
NCO7, thank you, brother. Thank you for that $4.99. But you got to meet up with them every time they pay you. That sucks. It's like I don't want.
They were fine. They didn't want to meet up with me just as much. They were like, okay, meet me here. Bye. See you next month. They liked me. I was like their poster boy. I didn't give them no problems because they were surprised when I got in trouble. They're like, what the fuck? I was there 7 years. I wasn't there like one. They like to make you self-sufficient and then kick you the fuck out.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't the thing with me. So it kind of made me think, are they going to use me for the next fucking 20 years? Or just fucking they like me. I don't know. Fucking whatever. But they don't. They're still They're never saying, "Hey, how's your job situation going? Oh, you're working okay? Okay, you probably got a year left, and then we're gonna terminate you." They never did that, you know.
Yeah.
So, which was kind of weird. So I didn't know if they were talking to people, said, "Hey, yeah, there's another case coming up. Let's hold them on for a little more." Because between my first case in 2004 and my last one in 2013, that's 9 fucking years, which was starting to get aggravating too. I did not like to testify at all. Who does? I don't know. There's some people, believe it or not, that do. They put on the fucking lights and they're pros. You know, me and Jackie DeRoss were talking about this in population. Obviously, Jack didn't cooperate. And like these motherfuckers, he goes, yeah, they get better. I remember him telling me they get better after 2 or 3 trials, and they're like they go up there and just turn it on. You know what I mean? I said, wow, I do not want to be that fucking guy. You know. Yeah. Not that I was thinking back then, because I wasn't thinking of flipping back then. But when I did, I was like, I don't want to be that guy. So that was kind of like a blessing in disguise when I did get in trouble and thrown out of the program, because now, you know, that gives what do you call that? Weapons to the fucking defense attorneys, and I haven't heard from them since.
Shit.
You know. And which is a great thing, because you hear from the woodwork, people I grew up with are still involved in shit. So I'm glad I don't have to ever be in that predicament again. And there's certain people that I don't give a fuck how much money they give me, I wouldn't do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they knew that. I put that on record with them, plain and simple. It's not something I'm saying now. It's something I told them before I fucking flipped.
They had to accept.
Or when I flipped. We're about the same time. My bad. And this is as much as fucking mob shit you're gonna get out of me now. Fuck off.
Yeah, he doesn't like talking about this shit on here.
Eventually, when it comes out, it's a roller coaster talking about this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unlike many people, I do miss my friends. You know, I miss a lot of people out there. I miss my life. I don't miss New York though. I got over it, and it took a while though.
You didn't really experience like the backstabbing, the treachery, the friggin', you know, friends.
I'm sorry?
Each other. You didn't experience like in the life. You didn't experience like any treachery or like backstabbing or people like, you know, friends killing each other, shit like that. I mean, you say you miss it. A lot of people say they don't miss that life, you know. But I guess, you know, your family was in it.
Look, when you grow up, you have a lot of friends, okay, and then some of these people just get a little bit too fucking full of themselves. And the only ones that are really close to you, the ones that've been there for a long time. You know, we talk about like the Giannini crew, for example, and whatever, the Giannini crew, Giannini coffee shop. There was 3 sets of friends. We all grew up together, yes, but we all like grew some way apart. Don't get me wrong. If any of one of those kids would have asked me to go with him anywhere to go do something, then for me, they would have did it for me too. So we were that close to that sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even among each other, we had 3 different sets of friends. You know, I think the mob had a lot to do with that too, because some were Gambino guys, some were Banano guys, and some were Colombo guys. But when we talk about the Giannini crew, the strongest part of that crew was Gambino guys.
You didn't know my father. You didn't know any Gambinos.
No, okay, well, all right, yeah. Before she starts, the Sicilian faction of the Gambinos.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah, that's what I brought that up on the do. You know, when Joe came to power, when Joe came about, the only people I familiar with growing up as a kid, as far as Cosa Nostra and the mob, was the Sicilians. You know, you either being in the Gambino family and the Bonanno family, but like the Italian Americans, there was a few, but not to the level of 1985, 86, where they just all the families, most of the families were Italian American or Neapolitan, you know, the leaders. Yeah. So, but before that, it was different for me, you know. The who's who were the people I knew, and then they were all gone.
Shit, you all left by yourself.
Me and my friends, you know, a lot of my friends, their parents were in jail. A lot of people got killed. People weren't around, and that's for another story, you know.
Michael McDonald, thank you for the cash app, brother. And Anthony Tavernet says, fuck them all. Thank you, bro.
Bullet time. I didn't leave. I got kicked out.
Yeah, you got kicked out.
I got bored.
He
I
was a
got
bad
too bored
boy.
and started doing stupid shit. So hanging
kind
out.
of-
Look, you know what it is about being in Woodsack too. After a while, you meet people. You meet the shittiest people, and you go, "What do you mean by that?" You grew up with most of the people you trust and everything like that. So you're not gonna go to fucking church and start anew. You want a little excitement, whatever. You'll go to a bar, you go to a fucking casino and that. And what are you gonna meet in those fucking places?
Assholes.
You know, chicks. You know, fucking the what do you call them? The fucking fast bad girls. I like that. You know what I mean? I always did. So what are you gonna? I mean, where was I going?
It's the best place to meet a girl's at a bar.
I think so. Well, they don't know what I look like now.
It's like you gotta meet them in school or some shit. You gotta go to a bar somewhere.
Their vision is blurred. Oh, that ugly bastard.
That's true. Ryan Morrison, what's up, bro?
I remember this hot fucking chick one time. She took me. I was at you know, I was alone. Fuck, I was going to my apartment, and she was upstairs with a wine glass in her hand. I'm like, a little older. I was like, "What's up?" She goes, "Hey," you know. She dragged me to her house or whatever. Whatever happened. The next day, she went to work all casual, like she didn't even know me. You know?
Yeah.
She was like, "Dude," I go, you know, one of those fucking 9 to 5 type of women. I was like, "The fuck?" I was like, hey, I gotta go." She goes, I go, "That was quick. I never felt so used and abused." Oh, well, you know, it was different. It's different. What we got here?
Merlino said the feds gave Ron Previty $1 million cash and some other stuff. Well, Previty said that himself. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think Frank got anything near that.
Shit, I got nothing. Yeah, I don't think I got. And fuck, I probably got a quarter of that in 7 years, and that was just to keep me on. You know, fucking just whatever. I got enough to live. That's what I got.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
and
all you really need. Shit.
Yeah, so it wasn't the transformation of leaving wasn't that bad. It wasn't like I just, you know, worked harder. I took a lot of after I left, I went back to a place that I was familiar with.
Yeah.
And then went back and forth because I do have family in both places. And I just got jobs. I worked on an oyster boat for 2 years, which was fucking hard as shit, especially in the winter. I worked whatever. I worked at the restaurants because that's what I went to school for. I got my I was 6 credits short for my culinary degree, associate's degree. And the reason for that is because I had to switch states and because I got kicked out of another state and I had to start the whole curriculum over. So I had a little bit of experience in restaurants and that was it. I live, you know.
Yeah. I could picture you on a fishing boat with the friggin' raincoat.
Oh,
like
no, you wear the suspenders. It's fun. You see. So my friend, he goes to me. He gave me a nice opportunity. He goes, "Look, I go oyster and I have an oyster license." He's a crabber. So I said, "All right." So what do you, he goes, "Well, I got nothing to do. I don't want to sit home with my fucking wife. Are you willing to come with me 3 months out of this fucking year?" I said, "Doing what?" "Oystering." I go, "I don't know nothing about fucking oystering." He goes, "No, it's nothing. We drop a dredge, we pick it up, and we keep the big ones, and then we get 8 bushels, 16 bushels at the time, because I was responsible for 8. But after a while, they're getting dug so many times, you can only get so many, you know."
Yeah.
So you know, we used to get 8 to maybe 12 bushels, get rid of them, and that was a day's work, 4 days a week. But it was cold. Like I would have a beard, and my fucking beard would freeze up.
Damn, that's cold.
Yeah. Motherfucker used to bring 6-packs with him and fucking 5 in the morning. I go, "Dude, fucking no. That's hypothermia all the time, you know?"
Yeah.
But fuck, I'm sick of oysters. We used to fucking bring hot sauce and lemons. Just open them up raw.
Yeah.
But I did that like for 2 years. It was funny.
Yeah. I'm subscribed to one of those assholes on YouTube. He does like fishing for lobster.
No, it's
Whatever you
just
call
the
it.
show. Sometimes I have to fucking do things. Sometimes to fucking just get a little bit to survive. So I worked. After I got
Yeah.
kicked out. I worked harder. I work I landscape in the summertime. You know, if I get jobs, I'll take them myself. I still do it. I'm in good shape still. Thank God. Thank God for that. COVID almost killed me, but it's all right. I got over it. And that's it. You know, so when I hear all these fucking guys who flipped and then making millions of dollars, and this guy's doing that guy's doing this, I'm like, they got the right fucking handler. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
You know, I short it, and they were like, yeah, whatever. And I never busted their balls.
No, you should have asked for more. Like, yo, where the fuck is my piece of this? You know, you're giving money to these guys. What the fuck about me?
I didn't think I had that leverage anyway. What the fuck? If I told them I don't want to fucking, let's say, testify against Joe Massino, they would have told me, okay, we got 10 other guys. Bye. What are you gonna talk about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't a smoking gun in any of those cases. So maybe that's why they didn't, you know. I didn't have no leverage in that, but I didn't ask you. I was just happy that at the end of the day that I was gonna get out. Maybe I knew I was gonna get out because I figured that's what the average thing was going on. Within 10 years, or 5 or 6 or 7, whatever. So I got my life back. I knew I was gonna get deported. So that to me at the time was worth more than, and I didn't have no money. Worth more than any money in the world. Just being part of this country. I couldn't see myself living anywhere else than the United States.
Yeah, me too.
So
Shit.
yeah, so I was that to me was people. It is what it is.
What's up, Rob Jean? You didn't tell him like, hey, I want to go to fucking Hawaii to start a new life.
I don't think I had that leverage. I don't think I was that type
What was
of
one
guy.
of your options? You said you picked 3. What was one of them at least?
I forgot. They probably Florida and fucking Texas and Nevada, whatever. You know, but that didn't happen.
They all end up in Florida for some reason.
California. I picked California. I remember that.
Yeah.
I love the West Coast, so I liked it when I was on the Lamb. Not the blood of the lamb, but the lamb.
The blood of the lamb. I've been redeemed.
Hey, Rob Jean, what's up, my brother?
Rob Jean in the house. Good to see you, brother. Carlos wants to know how much money do you think Henry Hill made? He probably made a lot,
on a
right?
plea, I was looking at 27 years and deportation. If I go to trial, I get life.
Yeah.
I was a level 43.
What's up, itty bitty Nita? California.
She was there yesterday. Hey, maybe you could talk to somebody or to get me into that fucking that chat, itty.
Yeah, get him unblocked if you can. If you have any pull over there.
Do it for Enzo the Baker.
I think it's out of her hands though. I don't think she could vouch for you. I don't know.
Hey, drop the link for Rob.
Oh, maybe he has some stalwees.
You got any Star Wars?
It's been a long time since Rob Jean was on here.
Yeah,
Couple
I
months.
know. Rob's a good guy.
Carlos lives in Southern California. That's what's San Diego.
All right, all the times I'll talk to Lee Cole for you. He's probably the last person he wants to talk to. I love the way he fucking busted balls.
If anybody could get you unblocked, though, it would be Lee. I think.
No, Lee ain't gonna do it.
Nah, yeah. Well, fuck you, dude. You stay where you're at. That's what it comes down to. They don't want you.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's up?
How are you guys?
You're not bad yourself.
Football season, fantasy's killing me. I haven't had time to catch up on the shows.
I got you. It's always great listening to you.
Smoke thought I abandoned him.
Yeah, I did. I was
He
like, what the
did.
fuck?
He's like that. He's one of those guys where if he was the mob boss, he'd be dead.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Hey, why didn't he come
Disappear
to
on
my
me.
daughter's wedding? Well, he had polio.
You refused
That
to
kind
answer
of
when I
shit.
called.
I don't think he
You
likes
should
me
text
anymore.
me. Nah, what are you kidding me? You guys I like to talk to. It's the only show I come on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I
What's
like
going on,
coming here
Frankie?
too.
What's going on?
I can't call it, Rob. Same shit.
Yeah.
Looking forward to football. It's here, and now I'm looking forward to something else. I can't call it.
Giants got smacked around last night. They looked
I
all right.
didn't see it. It was 17-6 at one point.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to talk football, I'm so fucking aggravated with the Jets right now. Why don't they? What the fuck are they even tolerating this Mormon over there? Nothing against Mormons, but what the fuck?
This
Three
moment.
fucking interceptions. Get him out of the fucking there. Come on, man. You know what? And the other guy, what's the guy from Minnesota? The other fucking, he just signed with somebody. I think Philadelphia. What's his name?
Who? The quarterback?
From Minnesota at one time. He signed with Philadelphia as a backup. Who was Minnesota's quarterback? He was with Redskins too.
I don't know. But they listen. They spent all their time and effort in this Aaron Rodgers. What did you think was going to happen?
Cousins. That's what I was talking about. Cousins.
Yeah, but he's still there.
Yeah, the Jets should have fucking got him.
Yeah, they should have took him. They invested too much in Aaron Rodgers. They knew that he was going to break.
Yeah, but even the fucking kid, he's horrible. The only thing he brought to his fucking New York was his hot mother. His mother's hot.
Yeah, his mother's smoke show.
God damn. That's what happens in the Midwest. They're preserved.
Yep.
Yeah, like the boss closed at 10 o'clock.
I don't think she's that old.
Huh?
I don't think she's that old, Frank. I think she's
No, she gotta be my age. Yeah. I was like, she looks even 20 years younger.
Yeah, she's all right.
I think he was banging the mom's best friend too.
I don't know these Mormons. I don't know. You never know what could happen.
That's true. Yeah.
Hey, Joey Fakes, how's it going?
Sally, thank you so much.
What do you think it is, Rob? What do you think about Joe dying? I mean, you probably don't give a fuck like me that much, but it is what it is. I feel bad for him.
He was a scumbag. He was a scumbag. All right. I gotta say, he was a scumbag.
No. I'm not here to defend him at all.
But he was a scumbag.
He showed his ass in a lot of, the kid Joey Caves.
Yeah, I know Joey.
Was with him in one of these units, and he was so fucking greedy about food. He'd have like a whole bunch of food in front of him and everything. Joe Messina would. Like to be spiteful, and Joey, he had an inn on the fucking the kitchen. So Joey Cave goes up there with a fucking fork and takes a whole bunch of pancakes with one fucking thing and takes it from him, which is pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? Because
when they were don't matter, but Joey would have smacked them all over the place.
Well, yeah, they were getting to the point. He just didn't do it because he was old enough, but he was acting a certain type of way. Then he almost got into it with Anthony Aralata too. Anthony was a better. I'm not saying Joey. I don't know Joey. But Anthony was like, he would get bitchy over fucking food or not. One time he brought clams from another unit and decided to eat with other people, not me, because we had an argument over the TV. Not an argument who wanted to see something, And Anthony is a great guy to get along with. So,
I didn't know Anthony. I didn't know Anthony. I had an issue a long time ago in the Bronx, and the guy Joe was making money with certain people, and a friend of mine had a club in Bay Ridge, and they came there and they wrecked the whole place, and after that they wanted them to pay. They had to pay for what they broke, and he was saying they're not paying nobody, they're not doing
Anthony
that. What do you mean Anthony who?
Oh, which one? Aralata?
No. I'm talking about Joe Massino.
Oh, Joe Massino. Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He used to have what was the main? Oh, on Arthur Avenue. He used to have a social club over on Arthur Avenue, and he was he stayed in there. He felt comfortable in there, but that's where he would do a lot of his bullshit. He would send out his people to say, you're not doing this, you're not doing. And the kid whose place that they wrecked, it was a good kid. You know what I mean? They came in and wrecked it, and it was over nonsense. It was over a girl. Always,
Really?
The girl's always the issue. Yeah. And what's funny? At that time, I think big D, little D, everybody was out, and there was a lot of people in there that night. And those kids wound up catching a beating. And Joe Messina said, no, they're even.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Even you did $50,000 worth of damage to the kid's place. How are you even?
Exactly. Yeah, that sucks.
But Joe liked to throw his weight around, literally.
Oh, he did. He did. He got whatever he wanted. You know, when he said something, it happened. He had that kind of weight. I mean, physically and on the streets. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, not many people are sad. Of course, you know.
Nah.
A lot of people felt deceived. Frank Lino. I remember Frank Lino and him getting into it at a co-defendant meeting. Because Frank Lino felt that Joe needed to pay some money for his legal fees for the simple fact that Sal was ratting on Frank. You understand?
Yeah.
And they got into it, and then you know you got these two old guys, and he got Frank in a headlock. You know?
Yeah, Frankie Curly couldn't fucking fight his way out with wet paper bag.
He was a
Frankie
man. He was an old
even
man.
when he was younger. When he was younger, he was like, I know them my whole life. You know, I'm related to them, and Frankie was just he was just about himself. He only got it because they were looking to clip him back then, so that's the only reason why he got the thing.
Yeah.
And then everybody knew, when the screws got put to him, he was going to turn. Thank God his cousin and my father and everybody was gone, because that was a big slap in the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I remember when he came back and he was getting arraigned into the case that we were all in, and I was going to fucking switch up on a lawyer that just pissed me off, and we went in front of the same judge and we sat down. He was like sitting down next to a guy at the bar that just knew everything about sports and all that, talk baseball, talk families, and you wouldn't have thought that he was in the life at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I liked him. He was a nice guy. Frank Lino was a nice guy.
He was always funny. Listen, before he flipped, he always had like young people around him. You know what I mean? He had the bar in Staten Island above the Chinese food place off Highland Boulevard. He had a couple things going on, but he always had kids around him. He liked the young girls. He was a little bit of a degenerate. You know what I mean? But I know him my whole life. I spent Christmases with them and all that other stuff, and he was they used to abuse him back in the day. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
His cousin Eddie was the real deal. You know what I mean? Eddie was the real deal. Curly was Curly.
Yeah, Curly was Eddie's cousin. I get it. Sometimes he gets in the family. You know what I mean?
But he was more of a good boy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember
back
talking
on the Avenue U days. He was more of like a doom boy.
I gotcha. How about Monkey Man? Did you know him?
No, who's that?
Ronnie Filicomo.
Oh yeah, I know Ronnie.
Yeah, he was like fucking retarded.
That's what I call him, Monkey Man.
Monkey Man.
No, I'll tell you the story. The Monkey Man stories are great. If you want to hear them, he owned a monkey. He had a monkey he used to walk around with. You know the drunken monkey?
Yeah, Big Angie's place.
Right, they named that place about the drunken monkey that used to hang out at the wrong number place.
Yes, that was his monkey.
That was his monkey, exactly. So they named the drunken monkey after his monkey. But the stories he used to tell me were fucking funny as hell.
You don't know how crazy Baldy used to go when he used to bring the monkey into the wrong number, because Ginger and Rocky and all them, the bartenders, they were petrified of it.
Oh, were they?
The thing was that, they used to make him drink and stuff.
Yes. He used to come down from the second floor. He told me, if I tell these stories, people are going to be like, nah, it can't be. This fucking chimp. True. He was a chimp. He used to come all the way down, sit down at the bar, demand a fucking shot, get a shot, and then just look around and wait for Ronnie to come home from work.
Yeah. It's true.
But he's not lying. You can't make this shit up.
That's crazy.
What about when he brought him to the bar on 13th Avenue when he climbed up the pole and the cops came, tranquilized him? That's how he lost. That's how he lost the monkey. That's how he lost the monkey. The monkey got too drunk, climbed up the pole, and started causing havoc.
Well, that wasn't the first time. It wasn't like they are today about animal cruelty, whatever. He closed the Verrazano Bridge one time. He was with the car with Ronnie's dad, and he jumped off the fucking bridge. Not off the bridge, on the bridge, and closed the fucking place for 3 hours, and they still didn't take him. Fucking Huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He
Yeah,
climbed
his
out
dad
of the
cracked the
sunroof for
monkey
the
in the
car
mouth.
window, right?
I'm sorry?
Didn't he climb out the sunroof for the car window?
Yes, yes. While his father was an older guy, was driving. Once they got the monkey back in the fucking car, he cracked him like like you would crack a kid who did something stupid. Watch, I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't
No,
have
you're
no
right.
kids. So he takes the monkey home, and the monkey's like sad, and Ronnie's like, "What happened?" And he's pointed to the dad like, "He hit me, this motherfucker." He goes, "He closed down the fucking Arizona for 3 hours."
He did.
What the fuck? I mean,
Everybody knew that monkey.
the drunken monkey.
Yep, everybody knew.
Well, he gets
And then
rid
that
of him
was it.
because Ronnie gets a girlfriend, his wife. They have kids together, whatever. And the monkey started getting jealous. So what happened? Like he's making out with his wife on the couch. He says one night,
The monkey bit her. The monkey bit her.
He bit her, yeah, but he
Yeah,
doesn't.
he bit her.
He goes not too hard. He goes, but he used to all the time pat her in the head like a drum.
Yeah.
And he said he had to get rid of it, so they had to take it to the Central Park Zoo. And the fucking monkey.
He brought him to a wedding at Russo's.
Fuck.
Are you serious?
He brought him to a wedding.
Did he dress him up too?
He was in a tuxedo.
Wow.
Monkey Man's
Everyone
actually
knows
the guy who shot Sonny Black.
Yes.
Monkey Man's the guy that shot Sonny Black?
Well, it wasn't the monkey. I said it. Listen, Monkey Man, not the monkey.
Yeah, Monkey Man. That's what I said. Monkey Man shot Sonny Black. And then Sonny Black looked at him and said, do it right this time.
Yeah. That was his father's house, the one who hit the monkey.
Yeah, Frankie Lino ran out of there because he thought he was getting it too.
Yeah, but he had a bad experience.
Yeah, he sure did.
He had a bad experience from the three captain head.
Yeah.
He sure did. That's when he changed his crews around a little bit, you know what I mean? Because he got too much he got a lot of heat for that.
Yeah.
I was young back then, but
well, I was 11.
Yeah, we were kids.
I mean, my family members who were involved in that are no longer here.
Yep, mine either.
Yeah, one guy shot in the fucking back, and the other one was dropping a gun all over the place. What the fuck?
Yeah. He didn't know how to handle it. That's why. Then the other guy put the hot gun in his pants, burnt himself.
You know how many people were in that room? There were like 20 people.
Yeah, it was a lot of people in that room. No one knew who was getting it.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Yeah. Salvatore was over there with the fucking machine gun.
Jammed on him.
In the closet. Yeah, jammed on him. Fucking was a shit show.
Yep. Dropped the bullets from the shotgun. They had the double barrel shotgun. He went to reload the gun. He dropped the bullets.
What a fucking mess. Jesus.
Forget it. They caught a lot of flack for that. That was a bad hit.
The cleanup crew with you know who the cleanup crew were?
Don't you say it.
Yeah. I know exactly who the cleanup crew.
My father had nothing to do with it.
No.
It's wild.
What's up, Michael?
Shit.
Hey, Mike.
Figured I'd come on. If you want, I can finally tell my story since we were vindicated at trial last week. Give you the exclusive, Smoke Dog.
All right.
Who's that, Michael?
No, this is Michael.
Yeah, what's up, Frank?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, man?
Yeah,
All right,
let's
Mike.
do it.
Yeah, so 2019, I was dragged into that Michigan governor kidnap plot.
Oh, Gretchen.
So, yeah.
Gretchen Whitmer, yeah.
Yeah, so what had happened was me and all my buddies are hardcore constitutionalists. So we started forming groups and getting people together across the United States. And I guess it scared the government. So they decided to come up with this kidnapping plot playing off of Gretchen Whitmer and Trump when they were beefing.
Yeah.
They tried to paint us all as crazy Trump supporters. This is what they'll do. Meanwhile, none of us voted for Trump. Not that we're against him. We're not for any president. We're for the Constitution. That's it. So I come home from work one day, come in, take a shower. I'm out on the porch smoking. Next thing I know, my neighbor's like, bro, look up the street. I look up the street and there's like a tank coming. So it's getting closer, closer, gets about 100 feet from my driveway.
Boom.
The back door swings open.
Damn.
All these, it was FBI, HRT, SWAT, like 40 of them. And they're all in a single file line coming down the sidewalk. My dumb ass, my neighbor's like, yo, I think they're coming for you. I'm like, man, this is a parade or something.
With a
He's
tank.
like,
With a tank.
right. Well, little did I know there was snipers on the roof. And I should have known something because I live on a main street and nothing was happening the whole time I was smoking. No cars, no nothing. It was quiet. So, like I said, they spring into action, come around my truck. I got 40 laser beams on me. They're screaming, hollering, get down, all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So they apprehend me, run me out to the tank thing. And the first thing out of their mouth, they're like, you're not under arrest. We know you did nothing wrong. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you got the right person. Said my name. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Fuck. All right. So I'm like, well, what's going on? He's like, well, the two agents that want to talk to you are on their way with the warrants. Then all these other agents sprung out from, I don't know where the fuck they were. It ended up being like 150 agents, including the 40 SWAT, drones, fucking, you name it, they have it. So he takes me back into my house, searches me, gets the cuffs off of me because, like I said, they said I'm not under arrest. So I'm totally confused. Like, you just raided me like I'm Pablo Escobar and then telling me that I'm not under arrest and what the fuck? So they started asking me questions about certain people. I'm like, yeah, that's my best friend. Yeah, I know him through my best friend. Didn't know anybody else. So they're raiding my house. This shit went on for like 7 hours. They're just piling stuff out of my house, all my firearms, ammo, just all my shit. I'm like, yo, you don't have warrants for nothing besides apprehending me and my electronic devices. Why are you taking everything else? Well, it's a raid. You have firearms. We have to take them, run ballistics, make sure you didn't kill anybody with them. And like, dude, out of the 18 or so guns that they have, I probably only shot 2. The rest of them I call cabinet queens, and they sit in my gun cabinet. So then they start asking me again about those dudes, how I know them and all this shit. So I'll tell them. And then he starts asking if I would work for them. So now I start putting 2 and 2 together. Like, all right, I'm not arrested. You know I did nothing wrong. Now you're asking me to work for you. Telling me, you know, they were telling me we pay good for good information, all this shit. Like, bro, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't have any information. On top of it all, I would never work for you, especially against good people. This is fucking ludicrous. So, like I said, this goes on for like 7 hours. My neighbors are all out watching the show. Then it comes to the end. It's about 2:30 in the morning. I have to sign a paper of all the shit that they took. Basically all my firearms and ammo and gear and hunting equipment, camping equipment. So I started to see that they were trying to paint me as some kind of like terrorist militia type person or something. So I signed the paperwork. They release me. Go back. I'm done. They just roll out like nothing happened. Now, I still don't know what the fuck this was all about besides the people that they asked me about. So, like I said, that was like 2:33 when they left in the morning. I had to go to work at 6. So I go to work and I'm telling everybody and they're like, get the fuck out. I'm like, bro, look at my face. They broke my every flower pot on my porch with my fucking face when they were apprehending me. So, yeah. So my buddy comes over to me about 10 o'clock at work. He's like, yo, he's like, is this why you got raided? Shows me breaking news. It was all over Fox, CNN, all that shit, MSNBC. and I start reading it. It was a plot to kidnap the Michigan governor, thwart it, and then it names all the names. I'm like, holy shit, that's all the names that they were asking me about if I knew them. So they arrest all those guys. It turned out to be like 14 of them altogether. Now, mind you, none of these guys did anything. It was a big entrapment plot. They started going to like militia trainings and just out in the sticks, training, shooting guns, drinking beers.
A bunch of them
And
got
the
acquitted, actually.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking right now, because I've told bits and pieces, but now that we're finally vindicated, I can tell the story in entirety and not have to worry about hurting some of the guys that were on trial that they wanted me to work, cooperate against, which, like I said, I would never do, but I couldn't even if I wanted to, because I had nothing to do with this shit. I just knew these people. So, that's that with the raid. Right. Well, I only hung out with one of them. All the rest were like friends on Facebook groups, shit like that. So they broke it into two groups. One group was charged federally, and then the other group was charged state for Michigan State. So the first trial, couple guys took pleas, which I couldn't believe. I can understand, because they scared the shit out of them. They scared my wife so bad, she was just like, do whatever they want. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not that type of person. And if I didn't do anything, and I know these men didn't do anything, I'll go to jail before I help the government put good people away. So that trial for the federal group, which was where my best friend, but he was in that one, the guy that I knew personally. And a couple guys took pleas, couple guys flipped, and end up having I think it was a hung jury, the first trial. So goes on for a couple months. They have the other trial, and the whole time it was a setup. The judge wouldn't allow the defense to use, like, I got all the transcripts from the wiretaps, phone conversation, text messages, because the defense lawyer sent it to me in case anything ever happened, that I have all this, because somebody had called me from one of the meetings, a girl, and she said, Mike, she said, there's some guy here in Michigan playing like he's you. So I just brushed it off, didn't pay it no mind. And when I get these transcripts, I see that the feds literally had somebody playing a role as me to place me at one of these militia trainings to get the warrants. So they had this guy, and he was with the guy with wearing the wire. Because I was always thinking, how the fuck, if the first words out of your mouth are, we know you did nothing wrong and you're not under arrest, how'd you get warrants? No judge is going to give warrants to do all this when you tell him that this guy's innocent. We're just trying to intimidate him to flip and cooperate. So that's how they got the warrants, by having somebody playing a role as me. And it's in the transcript. Sure enough, when I get the transcripts, I think back to what the girl said, and I'm like, holy, these motherfuckers are dirty. So the second trial comes up after the hung jury in the first trial for the Fed case. And it ended up being 4 guys, because everybody else got scared and took plea deals. So the end of that trial, like I said, it was a sham. They wouldn't let the defense use anything. And those transcripts that I just told you about are the same ones that the feds used as their offense against these guys. But if it would have been allowed in court, the jury would have seen that the guys wanted nothing to do with this, and the informants and the undercover agents were the one steering this whole operation, which they're not allowed to do. Agents aren't allowed to steer anything, and the informants ain't allowed to steer. They're only there to run back and talk about what they seen or heard, shit like that. So 2 of the guys of the 4 end up getting not guilty. My best friend and his buddy get found guilty, and they're sitting in ADX Supermax right now for something they did not do. So, right. So back to the raid, because I got raided twice. The first raid, like I said, they took all my guns, ammo, all that. So when they left that night, I'm going through my house to see what else they took, because I knew that if they seen my tax stuff, they were going to use it against me. Long story short, I had ran into an ex-IRS agent that now she does seminars telling the people that we're not supposed to pay income taxes. The corporations are supposed to pay it, not the workers. There's no law in the IRS books, anything like that. So she tells people to file exempt on your taxes, get all your money on your paycheck, and then don't file at the end of the year. So I had been doing that because, like, back to what I said, I'm a hardcore constitutionalist, and I don't like what this corrupt government does, especially with our money. So that was my way to stand up non-violently. That's my protest. I'm not paying into this bullshit no more. So sure enough, when I'm going through all the stuff that they took, I go to my file cabinet. They took my tax information, which they didn't have warrants for. So I'm like, I know they're going to come back and get me because I wouldn't work for them. They're going to be vindictive because I had all my W-2s. I didn't even open them. I had them all in that file cabinet because at some point I planned on going to a tax lawyer and straightening it out because I knew I could not do this forever. Even though it's my stand, I'm taking this stand. But I know that they're going to come for me. The IRS wants their fucking money. So they're stringing me along the whole time about getting my guns and ammo and all that stuff that they took back. So this went on for about 9-10 months. And then the agent, I was calling him right and left. And the funny part of it is they're so incompetent that I called one day and told the secretary that he said it was okay to give me his personal cell phone number. She gives it to me. So I start calling the agent because I want my shit back. I didn't do anything, didn't charge me with anything. I want my stuff back. So I figured I would get on his nerves enough to get my shit back and be like, man, just give him his shit back. He's getting annoying. So I call him on his personal cell phone, and he was a little apprehensive at first. Like, how the fuck did you get my number? Like, well, your secretary gave it to me. I told her that you said it was all right. He says, well, look, just don't be, he said, you're a gentleman. I found this out through the 8 months of surveillance that I did on you. When we raided, you acted like a gentleman. I know you're not going to do nothing stupid. He said, just don't be calling my house 3 a.m. being a dickhead. Bro, I'm not going to do that. I just want my stuff back. So we started communicating on his regular phone. So finally, like I said, about 10 months later, he calls me and he's like, come down to FBI headquarters and we'll give you all your guns back. But the way he said it, I had picked up on something with him in his voice because I had been talking to him all these months. I said to my wife, I said, I ain't fucking going down there. I said, they're arresting me if I go down there. Sure enough, almost a year later from the first raid, I'm sitting at, because I work Sunday to Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday, I stay up late watching movies, eating junk food and shit. So 4:45 in the morning comes around, and it's around Christmas. We have the Christmas tree all lit up in the living room. I had fell asleep on the couch that night because my daughter fell asleep in my room with my wife. Well, I usually, because I have kids, and I live in Baltimore City, I'm not going to be unarmed. I'm not stupid. So I would always have a 9mm blank pistol at night because if somebody comes in the house, I can blast this thing off. It sounds like a 9. It's shooting flames. They don't know bullets ain't coming out because I don't want to kill anybody. But this particular night, something told me to pull out my Glock. So I did that. I'm on the couch, just about to fall asleep, and I hear my front door, my screen door, opening and closing real fast. So I jump up and I'm looking like, holy shit, somebody's trying to break in the house. My Russian blue cat comes running out and he's looking at the door. So I knew what I heard was real. So I'm looking, then I hear the door handle jingling. I'm like, holy fuck, this is legit. Somebody's breaking in my house. So I run, grab the Glock out of the couch cushions, run to my kitchen, and I get behind the door, cock it, and I pull all the slack out of the trigger. And I'm not a real religious person, but like I said, I don't want to kill anybody. That was why I always kept a 9mm blank gun out at night. So I'll start praying to God, tell this person to get this out of their head, because if this door opens, my family's in this house. I don't know what this person's intent is. I'm going to blow his fucking head across the fucking street.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
Sure enough, my prayers were answered. A Baltimore City cop, the FBI never allowed them to be part of the first raid.
This goddamn StreamYard's acting wacky, man.
What happened?
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Threw
me?
me out.
Yeah, we keep losing connection.
Hey, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me
Man
now?
overboard.
God damn it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So the Baltimore City cop rolls up with his lights on, and that's when I realized, fuck, they're here again raiding me, and I know it's for the taxes. So I decock my pistol, lay it on the table, get down on my knees. I start yelling to them, don't shoot. I'm opening the fucking door, but I got a gun on the table. My family's in here. Don't shoot. So they're like, good, open up. So I open up. They come, same shit as the first time. Rough me up, drag me out of the house, drag my family out. So I'm screaming and hollering like, dude, no-knock raids are illegal. What the fuck are y'all doing? You should know after the first raid that I'm a gentleman and I'm not going to put my family in jeopardy trying to fight y'all or something. So then I see the agent that I had been talking to about getting my guns back. So I said, dude, why'd you do it this way? All you had to do was knock on my door or call me. You got my number. I'd have turned myself in. He said, Mike, I begged these guys not to do this. They went above me and called somebody above me and gave me stand down orders for them to raid the house how they wanted. Now, like I said, no-knock raids are illegal. That shit could have caused a gunfight. I had the gun. The trigger was pulled all the way to that last pull, and it would have fired. It was that close. So he says, look, man, I couldn't do anything. You know, this is what it is. You know, they do raid my house, take some more shit. It was just files this time because they had took everything else, and I never got anything back firearm-wise and shit like that. So they take me to the hospital, and this was a weird part of it. They take me to the hospital to get blood. So they rush me in the emergency room and get a nurse and tell them to take blood. And she's like, no, we can't do this. This is illegal. You just can't do this. What did this man do? Did he kill somebody in a drunk car accident or something? And they didn't want me to tell them. So I yelled out, no, this is for taxes this time. So they end up within like 5 minutes, get a fucking warrant faxed over to the hospital for my body. So now the nurse and the doctor are like, look, Mike, I'm sorry, this is wrong, but we have to do this because they got a warrant and we'll get arrested if we resist. So I'm like, okay, do what you got to do. So they take my blood, and then they take me down to federal marshal lockup downtown. They charge me with tax evasion to be vindictive. That's their go-to when they can't get you on anything. You don't want to do what they want you to do. 90% of America has something where they can get you on taxes. Me, I did it. I did stop
That's how they
paying.
got Al Capone. That's how they got Al Capone.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, like I said, I did it. That was my stand for America, saying I'm not paying into this corrupt bullshit no more. So
Carlos has a question. Carlos has a question. He says, are you the First Amendment auditor?
No, I don't do that stuff. No.
No. Okay. Cool.
No.
Are you a 3%er?
Yep.
I figured.
Yeah.
That's why they brought the 10.
Yeah. Yep. So, like I said, they charged me with tax evasion. Boom, let me out. I got out within about 8 hours.
That's not bad.
But yeah, so, but I'm still connected to all this entrapment bullshit. So, like I said, that first trial, most of the guys took pleas to shit that they didn't do. Others flipped, left the 4 to fight it. 2 got guilty, 2 got innocent. Like I said, the 2 are in ADX Supermax, which is one of them is my best friend. How I got dragged into all this.
Yeah, that's no joke when you get to that. That's big.
Right. Yeah.
They're coming hard for you.
Yeah. Shit.
Right. So the state trial started a few weeks ago, and somebody sends me text messages of the projector that they were using in court they were using my messages to one of the guys on trial. They were innocent messages. They were like, because I was supposed to go to a couple of these meetings, but the one guy that was with my best friend, I kept telling him, this he's setting you up, and I don't want no parts of this dude. We went to a dinner one time with this guy, and they were talking about starting a constitutional school, and the Freemasons of Delaware were going to front the money to start this constitutional charter school. Well, this guy just popped up out of nowhere, and he's clinging to everybody, and I kept telling my buddy, I'm like, bro, he's setting you up. Something ain't right with this guy. So at this dinner, he would like tell us we couldn't have our phones, leave them in the car, all this shit. But I started realizing at the dinner that he had a phone in his pocket that was vibrating, and he had another one in his shirt. So I'm like, something ain't right. This dude, everything that I keep telling you is adding up, that he's setting everybody up. I told him at the dinner, I leaned over, I said, bro, I said, when we get out of this dinner and get out front, I'm going to crack this dude in his chin, because I'm sure that when his fat ass hits the ground, his wire is going to be exposed because he had a button-up shirt on. I'm an ex-boxer. I'm not Hulk Hogan, none of that shit.
You know Tony Silos?
Right. I knew that I could knock this fat motherfucker at least to the ground and expose his wire. So they start begging me, Mike, don't do that. You're fucking nuts. That's why I love you, but you can't do that, bro. Like, don't do this. So sure enough, we leave. I listened to my buddy. Didn't want to start a commotion, start all kind of shit. But I really wanted to do this because I knew this guy had a wire on. So turns out that he did. So that trial's over. Like I said, 2 guilty. The rest flipped, took deals, not guilty.
And you got off?
Yeah, because I didn't go to any of these meetings.
Oh, good. That's good. I mean, congratulations, bro. Because
Right.
I mean, the outcome. You see, the other guys are in a fucking
Right.
out in Florence over there. That's no joke.
Right. That's why I told the dude, because I was supposed to be at every one of these meetings that they had set up. But once I met this fat guy and I knew that he was an informant trying to set people up, I never went to any of them. Oh, he was fucking 4 foot tall and 4 foot wide, bro. So that's that trial. Then the state trial was around 5 guys. It turned out to be 3 at the end because 2 took deals scared.
Right.
And like I said, last week the trial ended, but a few days before Thursday was the last, the last day of the trial, people were sending me screenshots of messages from me to one of the dudes on trial that they were using in court, trying to spin them as we were trying to set up shit. You know, all this plot and kidnap, and it was all innocent shit for me. It was, you know,
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful, man. Getting caught up in a case where guys are getting sent to the supermax. I mean, this ain't no fucking joke. You know what I mean?
I mean, this was serious shit.
You
So
know, I was involved in an indictment with a whole fucking crime family, and only one guy ended up going to a supermax, and that goes to show, you know, how serious the case was. So, you know, I mean,
we were domestic
count your
terrorists.
blessings. You're innocent, and I'm glad you were, and hopefully you don't get caught in that whole fucking kind of debacle.
Oh yeah, I'm done. You know, none. I was never in any like. I was part of the groups, but I was never like these guys would go.
You weren't
meet
involved in the more serious stuff. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and
that's all it takes sometimes, man. Fucking, you know, they can indict a ham sandwich, man. Believe me.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I was put in a fucking case, and I looked around. I'm like, how the fuck they put me in this fucking case? You know, I'm not. Yeah. I was guilty to a fucking certain extent, but I mean, they just spared me for all these fucking bigger guys, and I was like, God damn, I would have never guessed it. All my friends were in jail already. I thought I passed. You know, I thought I walked. I was important for them. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Little did I know, fuck, they threw me right in the fucking in the pit.
Yeah.
Yep. So
you never know,
last,
man. I mean,
last Thursday, it's over with now. So Thursday, the state group was vindicated. The jury seen everything, seen right through the feds. This was an entrapment. It was wrong from the start. It sucks that these two guys that are in ADX have to go through
Mike, I just want to answer
the
this real quick because somebody said something that yeah, Sean, I did, but it was a different indictment. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't say it was serious. They took my crime and put it in another indictment that was a bigger indictment. So what I'm trying to say, I was basically with a bunch of kids I grew up with. The next thing, I'm with a bunch of guys that out of 10 of them, I knew really 3 dearly or 4. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. I was surprised that I was put in the Bonanno indictment instead of, let's say, the Giannini crew indictment.
Right.
That's what I meant. I know what you're saying.
Somebody said earlier they left the chat and came back, and we were talking about a mobbed up monkey. I thought that was funny.
The mobbed up monkey. I think that was one of the weirdest stories I've ever heard of. I mean, what up weird mob stories? That's got to be one up there, and I'm glad I heard it. Me and Jackie DeRoyce used to spend time with Monkey Man Ron Filicomo in jail just for his stories. And we used to look at each other like, what the fuck? And Jackie was a fucking wise ass. He goes, what kind of people you have in that Pagata of yours? He used to be like, it was my, you know, he would be fucking around with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no, I don't know these people.
He was a Colombo guy, right? With Bill Catolo and Jackie DeRoy.
Jackie looked like Don Rickles.
Yeah, yep.
I remember him walking down the hall, and me and Larry Persico, who's fucking Ali's brother, and I used to make him laugh. You know, Larry wasn't having a good time in jail. Not many people do, but some people show it, some people don't. I go, look, lads, fucking, it's Don Rickles, and Larry used to laugh for fucking nonstop for 40 minutes. You know, did you know Larry?
Rob.
Hey, Smoke, Frank, I'm going to step down and let y'all go. My story's over, so I ain't going to take up no more of the screen.
Hey, I'm glad. Listen, man, you're a great guy, Mike. I love you, man. I see you always on the chat, and I'm glad you got out of that shit. I'm glad that your feet are over here and not somewhere else.
I appreciate it. It's been 2.5 years of torture.
Your family needs you.
Yep, I appreciate it, fellas.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, brother.
Yep, hey, Smoke, you got the exclusive, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna step down and go.
I'm glad you made it through that.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it, bro. All right, man.
All right, brother. Go Orioles. He's an Oriole fan. So anyway, yeah, sure. The monkey, was that the one of Neil Della Croce photo? I don't think so.
Oh, that's a good question.
No,
I
it's
don't
not the
think
same.
so. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. No, the monkey's name
That
was
was
Stacy.
Stacy. Yes,
Yeah.
Stacy. But also, what's his name? Had a monkey, 2 rattlesnakes. I got an alligator from him. The kid Anthony Farisi. Remember Anthony Farisi had all sorts of crazy stuff like that. He had the bobcat. The bobcat bit somebody in the
A
Legion.
banana guy, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
I knew he was. He was shit. He was thrown in the fucking indictment too. This Anthony Farisi guy.
Yes, he got caught up in something, but
For like
they
2
got his
years
brother.
or something like that.
Right. Yes.
He hated my cousin Anthony, the one you hang out with. I knew that because he used to steal his motorbikes or whatever.
Yeah. He
He
didn't
goes,
like he didn't like too much.
He goes, yeah, he's a little fucking pain in the ass. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I never met you before.
You seen him now, Frank? You wouldn't believe it. He's got a very bad issue.
Who?
The kid Farisi, very bad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah,
I met him. He was around one of the captains in Brooklyn, if I remember well.
Yeah, him and the kid Dante were driving Ferraris. They were making all sorts of money. We had the Limelight. We had a bunch of clubs that they were, doing well at.
He seemed like a nice guy. I just knew him. But it was rare that it was weird that he just got into the fucking thing with my cousin. And I was like, well, what the fuck you want me to do? You know, I'm here looking at fucking life. You tell me about my cousin.
Well, you know your cousin's a pain in the ass.
Oh, fucking yeah. He was like that since he was 3 years old.
I just got off the phone with him. He was driving me crazy because I didn't go ride motorcycles with him last night. I worked till 7:30.
Yeah, he's always been a little nutty kid. Him and the pit bulls. I remember the pit bulls, the bikes, all that shit.
Yeah.
Almost killed Joey when Joe almost died. One of the dogs bit him and almost killed him.
He was out of his bird.
Happy or whatever, huh?
He's out of his bird. He's still a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but he's works every day. In a normal.
He's the more yeah. Well, you know what happened with him, but he was always the nicest one.
Yeah, he's good people. He's good people.
Yeah,
I think he's coming to my house. He's coming to my house later to drive me nuts.
Who, the brother?
No, Nooch.
Oh, Nooch. I'm talking about Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's family. I haven't seen them in a long time. I don't think I'll ever see him again, but memories are there.
Yeah, it's it's a shame.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is. I tell you, but I had an alligator for a while, and they got real big. My wife liked alligators, so for Valentine's Day, I bought her a little baby alligator.
No shit.
And the thing got big real fast, and we kept it in somebody's basement, one of the social places' basement, and we used to just scare people with it. You know what I mean? You want to go see the ducks downstairs, and we used to feed the thing ducks, and they would say, "What am I down here for? What is this thing?" And the thing got big fast, and then one day somebody called and they came and took it. But the alligator was a lot of fun. You scared the shit out of people with that thing. He was 8 feet. The thing was eating everything in sight. You could throw anything down there, the thing would eat it.
Jesus Christ.
8 feet.
Yeah, 8 feet, 8-foot alligator, right out of the Everglades.
Couldn't push him in the sewer.
Couldn't push him in the sewer. You had to see it took 6 of us to lay on him to get the thing. When the animal control came, they couldn't do nothing with him. They didn't know what to do, so we says, "No, we'll do it." And we jumped on him. You cover his eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you hold his mouth down. You tape the mouth up, and then you tie the legs up, and you pick him up.
Nobody got in trouble for that?
No, not really. Back then, they really like Frankie was saying, it wasn't really like a big animal thing. We weren't cruel to him. He was well fed, well taken care of. His name was George.
I like how they give him like normal people's names.
Yeah, his name was George. He was a good alligator. He wasn't like the type that would just go after you. The alligators aren't really mean like crocodiles. You know what I mean? So
I heard that.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Yeah, I had a 13-foot Burmese python. I used to walk on 86th Street with. It used to grab pigeons. I was walking with it. Yeah. I was always into that stuff. I like that. I had a bobcat. He was a maniac.
You had a
I
bobcat.
had I had a bite of lynx. I had a little tiger cub for a while, but I felt bad about it. I didn't.
Where the
You know,
fuck
what
do you
was
get
it?
these animals from?
Oh, forget it. You back then you could get anything. No, Frank, anything.
Yeah,
A
and
fucking
you know
tiger?
they used to go to Pennsylvania and steal them out of zoos.
Yeah, or you could go to Pennsylvania. They used to have the shows, the animal shows, and you would buy them right at the animal shows.
Yeah,
$900, you walk out with a tiger cub.
yeah, it's much harder now. But I remember fucking like Vito Guzzo was a big fucking animal lover, believe it or not.
Yes,
And
yes. You know,
and one day he wanted to steal this fucking turtle. The snapping turtle was about $190. So he goes, "Hey guys, I need you to keep this guy busy while one of you guys go around and take the snapping turtle and put it in, somewhere and walk out." So talking about monkeys, it was a place on Liberty or Jamaica, around that neck, that part of Queens. So we went there. They had a pet store and they had this fucking monkey right when you walked in, and we like gave him a cigarette, like not lit,
right.
like gave it to him. And when he took it, we told the people at the clerk, "Hey, listen, this fucking monkey's going nuts. It took the cigarette right out of my mouth, my ear, whatever." So as they go there, this fucking kid Brian puts the fucking turtle in his in his fucking chest with the shirt over it.
Oh,
Dude, the guy was ripped up like no fucking tomorrow. We were laughing about it. But,
those snapping turtles will bite through steel.
Oh
yeah.
Those
It
things
was
are
like
no
a baby
joke.
though.
Take your finger off. I don't care how big it is. I'll take your
Oh
finger
yeah,
right off.
yeah. I seen them. Where I live. I see them sometimes. They're big.
Yeah. You know?
And what's the other things he liked? The Camino dragons. He liked all that shit.
I had 2 Asian water monitors, 6 feet. I just got rid of them like a year ago. They were big.
Oh fuck.
You gotta
Yeah,
be
it was,
careful of those guys. No, Rob, you gotta be careful of those guys who like these animals too much, but don't like people a lot.
That's it. I like people better than I like animals better than people. That's
Yeah,
me.
he was that person. He seen a
Angel says the
cat
same
one
thing.
time in the middle of the street. She just got hit by she wasn't dead, but she got hit by a car. He took it to the fucking vet, paid $600 on the spot. And it was a time where he wasn't doing that good. See, this is a human side of a person always hear bad things about, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, even the wild animals, I mean, they won't love you like a dog would, but you could calm them down, you know what I mean? Like my Asian water monitors, they could have got 8-10 feet, you know what I mean? They were like babies. They were like babies. They would come to me. I would feed them right out of my hand. But my wife said, "You got to get these things out of here. They're going to kill somebody." I says, "Who? It's only us." She says, "Yeah, I'm going to do the laundry and one of them's going to grab me." So I had to get rid of them.
She's got a point there.
They had to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the idea that your wife was like, "Yeah, I want an alligator for my birthday."
She didn't think she'd get one for Valentine's Day, and she got
Oh,
one.
for Valentine's Day, yeah, that's awesome.
The thing used to bark when they're little. The alligators are little. They bark. They make like a barking noise.
Wow.
Yeah,
Only
I
in
wanted to get a
Brooklyn.
panther.
Yeah,
I wanted
right.
a panther, but I couldn't get it.
That's a Brooklyn love story. You got her
You
fucking
can make
alligators.
stories about Brooklyn all fucking day. It's such a unique place. There's nothing like it. I don't give a fuck. And
What about when they threw the rattlesnake in what's his name's the kid from Akita from King's Highway? What was his name? The one who got his chest cut open at the Hot 97 thing by the tennis bubble. Akita, whatever his name was. He had somebody threw a rattlesnake in his car. He was passing by. He had a problem with somebody. They right in his open window. They threw a rattlesnake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta be real fuck with something out of fucking like anime. Here's a fucking rattlesnake. Whatever happened to the old fucking baseball bat?
Yeah.
Yeah, rattlesnake was a good idea, but you get bit by that. See you later, Charlie.
Yeah.
You don't have no time to go to the hospital. They usually say snake bites. When you get a snake bite, you got enough time to hit the hospital. I don't know.
You got like 20 minutes. I think. I'm not sure.
Certain snakes, like if you get bit by a mamba, you don't have 20 minutes. If you get bit by a coral snake, you don't got that kind of time. You get bit by a king cobra, something like that. It's a different type of venom. The venoms are
Yeah.
So ones go for your nervous system, other ones rot your skin, stuff like that. So if you can't get to certain antivenoms, you're either losing a limb or you're losing your life. You know what
Wow.
I mean? Yeah.
Sean
Yeah,
says a rattlesnake and you're done. I thought rattlesnakes you'd had a fucking fighting chance.
You do, but Eastern Diamondback, you have less of a chance than a Western Diamondback because
you know your shit.
they're more like a copperhead. Yeah. I know a lot
Yeah,
about
but
that.
in New York, are they carrying around that fucking anti-venom?
Yeah. Well, we had a guy. We had a guy who had anti-venom.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, we
They
had
got
a guy
everything in Brooklyn, huh?
Yeah, the guy was from Flushing, Queens, and he dealt with exotic animals. Like if we ever had one of them that was sick or had a respiratory infection, because a lot of these reptiles got respiratory infections.
That's where we
They
went.
used-
We watching.
Yeah, Flushing, Queens. The guy was in Flushing, Queens. That was also the guy who used to pull bullets out of us when we used to get shot. He didn't
Oh,
want to- So he'd have a rattlesnake on one table and one of us on the other.
Every neighborhood had that one doctor or somebody who pulled the fucking bullets out.
Yep.
We had an old guy in my neighborhood. He was he's dead now, Dr. Solano.
Yeah, our guy was a military doctor. He was from the military, and he came out, and people didn't want to go to the hospital, so they went to him.
Oh yeah.
He's long gone, but he was a well decorated guy, from the military, and he was a really good doctor. I mean, he would pop those bullets right out. Sometimes he'd say it's better to leave them in.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah. I got one in my knee from when I got shot in the knee when I was 17, and part of the bullet's still in there, and my other knee I got problems with. This knee's fine.
How many times did you get shot in the knee?
What happened?
How many times did you get shot in the knee?
No, I got shot in the knee once.
Oh, I got you.
What'd you do? What, did you deserve it? What happened there?
No, I was, I guess, in the wrong place at the wrong time. I got hit with a ricochet off of under the L, off of the column. The guy was just shooting at people, and it ricocheted and it got me in the knee. But I was still running. Yeah, 17 years old, But back then, everybody had guns on them, so people shot back.
When you get hit in the knee, do you feel it, or you just got adrenaline pumping?
The adrenaline took over. I said it before too. It was a lot worse. I got stabbed in the stomach. It was a lot worse than any time.
Wow. Jesus, wow.
Anytime I got shot, the stabbing was worse than that.
Wow.
Because the stabbing was a serrated knife, so it took some with it. You know what I mean?
It gutted you, yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, he got me, but he didn't. I guess he didn't want to push too hard. He was a little scared. I don't know. It was like a nervous stabbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he got me with that, but that was the worst. That was worse than the bullets. The bullets, they go in, and it hurts. When I got shot right under my armpit, and it went through. Whoa. It went through my shoulder, completely through my shoulder, in and out. Boom, boom. I didn't.
You the target?
Oh yeah, I was a target on that one. Yeah, I was in a car. They shot me through the window.
Shit, I'm telling you, that fucking neighborhood was rough. It was rough. They talk about other neighborhoods, but the thing about Bensonhurst, Bay Ridge, the whole area, Bat Beach, every 2 blocks has a fucking gang.
Yeah.
And they'd fight against each other back in the 90s and everything. It wasn't like one neighborhood. They'd be killing each other, and they always had fucking tragedies.
Yeah. We were just talking about that the other day.
People on bad, there was different parts of bad, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you would have different crews on different parts. Some people got along, we were pretty much the biggest crew on bad, I would say. But, that you're right. There was a lot of that. I mean, there was you'd walk to 13th Avenue, there was a problem. 15th, all these different places, there was a beef. But everybody would go to the same clubs, the same bars.
Yeah,
and that's where the fights would happen. You know what I mean?
How about the feast? Well, there's problems at the feast. One year I seen on a side block. There was like 100 of them going at it.
Yeah, 18. Somebody drove a car through. It was trying to kill people, trying to run people over.
Recently?
No, years ago. Years ago.
Yeah, that was always one of the better feasts they had in the entire feast. It was roomy. It wasn't that clustered. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now forget it. I won't go no more. I won't even go to it no more.
Yeah. That's every time I talk to you, you tell me the same thing. Like the neighborhood ain't what it used to be.
Yeah. It's just there's a few people left. A lot of people, they went to either Jersey, but some people just completely left, the state completely. Like they went to Florida or California or, I went to Florida for a little while. Like I said, I was there with, during the Chris Pacello time. And I don't know. I didn't really like it. I didn't like Florida. I
I
didn't
don't
have,
like Florida either. I was there last. I don't know, about a year ago,
yeah.
and it's maybe if I was 20 years younger, 25 years younger, but not now.
It was nice
But-
it's nice to visit. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's nice to visit. I prefer California when it comes to that, but when I like Palm Springs or San Diego, parts like
Yeah.
that, you know.
I got a funny story. We went to California probably in 2002 or something like that. We had a friend who was like a really big DJ. So, a bunch of us went there, and the kid Chris Reeder used to throw a lot of parties and all this stuff. So, we used to always go to all the parties and this and that. So he always did like Memorial Day weekend. He would do in South Beach, and then Labor Day weekend we'd go to Cancun or whatever. So he decided to do a thing in California. So we go down to California. What is that main part of California that all the celebrities and everything are at? Hollywood, California.
Oh, Hollywood. Okay.
So we go to Hollywood, California, whatever, and he's doing this party thing, and the Ray Rice was there right after. Remember Ray Rice, the
Of
football
course,
player?
yeah,
that
he
got
beat
in
up his
trouble?
wife, in the elevator.
Yeah. So yes. So this was when Ray Rice was that had just happened, and he was flying on the plane with us, but he wasn't in first class. He was in regular, whatever. So we're going into the kid Chris Reeder's club. Kid Ray Rice shows up with his girl or whatever. Then they don't want to let him in. So I says, I went outside or whatever, and I says, "Are you Ray Rice?" He says, "Yeah." I says, "How come you're not going to the club?" He says, "Oh, they don't want to let me and my girlfriend in or whatever." All of a sudden, somebody comes over, cracks him over the head with a bottle. Boom.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, cracks him over. My friend Mike got drunk, thought I was fighting with the guy. Blasted the guy over the head with a bottle. Poor Ray Rice, after he went through all this nonsense, he got
Jesus
blasted in the
Christ.
head with a bottle. But that's not even the story. They had a club over there. It was not the Ivory. I forgot what the name. It was right next door to the Ivory or one of those things. So inside the club, there was a lot of us there. There was a lot, and they didn't like us because we were all New Yorkers. So the bouncers were a little bit of dicks, and they were doing all this, shit, pushing people around, telling people, you can't be here. You can't. So all of a sudden, it just became a complete melee, like melee. Everybody, people fighting, bouncers getting laid out, everything getting broken, bottles, people getting thrown everywhere. They sent a SWAT team in there. With these other cops that they had over there. They made every one of us get back on a flight that night and leave.
Really?
They threw us out of California.
That's fucking good.
They threw us out of California. They told us, "You are not allowed back here." And I said, "You know what? Fuck this place. I don't want to be here anymore." And they threw us out. We got banned from California. Imagine that.
Wow.
You're banned from California. You can't come to California.
Sean said there's a lot of fanooks in Palm Springs. I don't know. I mean, the last time, maybe I wouldn't know. But when I was there, it was a lot of old Italian guys that retired there, and they all hung out together. Yeah, older men, the older generation, like the Frank Sinatra generation.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was like a rich area for
It's very rich, but I never thought it was. Well, who knows? I mean, even if there is, who gives a shit?
Yeah, you know what it is over there? It's, people go there to get, I guess, their start or do their thing. But if you notice, a lot, it's very cliquish. You know what I mean? Now, like the kid Chris Reeder I was talking about, he's good friends with the Scott Disick kid, the one who was married to the Kardashian girl or whatever.
Courtney, yeah.
Yeah, well, so he's like close with her. He was on that stupid show and everything with them. But you go there, like my friend Brett Ernst, he's a comedian. He lived in Florida when I did. He's in the Cobra Kai show now. He's the salesman cousin that works in the Cobra Kai show. Ralph
the Karate
Macchio,
Kid spinoff.
Yeah, the Karate Kid guy, his cousin that works in the dealership. That's a good friend of mine, Brett Ernst.
Oh,
He's a
nice.
comedian, but he's been there for years, grinding and grinding and grinding. It took him 15 years to finally, get a gig. So he was like the feature at the comedy shop there, whatever you call it. But it took him a long time. I mean, he was eating Franks and beans for a long time before he caught something. They go there, some of them make it, some of them don't. But you got to put the work in because it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
And in all that, it's a big deal. You gotta really try to make your mark. There's so many people doing the same thing. Everybody wants to be an actor or an actress or one of their singer. So that's where they go. They go to California for it. We just had we had a good time there for the 48 minutes we were there, but it didn't work out too good for us in California.
Wow. Now, a lot of famous people come from your neck of the woods too, in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
Did you grow up with anyone like that chick who was a Scientologist? What's her name? Rimini and.
I knew her. Yes, I knew her too.
Yeah.
I knew her. Who else lived over here? The little kid. What's his name? His father got killed. Borriello. He was in a couple of movies. The little kid, Patrick Borriello. He was in a couple of shows. He's from our neck of the woods. I still see him once in a while.
But even super famous people like in the '60s, Barbra Streisand, Neil Diamond,
Yeah.
They're all from that area too.
Madonna too. Wasn't Madonna too from New York?
I thought she was from Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But you had a lot of people that were famous. Songwriters, Carole King, all them people from the past. Those are like super mega stars.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
But that's New York, because New York people have that swagger, you know what I mean? And that was back then. They made a big deal, but it was a lot with connections too. Frank Sinatra got to where he was, in the beginning because of who he knew.
Right.
Right. Who his friends were. Same thing with Frankie Valli or whatever that guy's name was.
Yeah. Of course.
They were all friendly with people. But the guy from The Sopranos, what was his name?
Paulie Walnuts.
Yeah, Paulie Walnuts. I used to see him all the time.
Really?
He'd be on 18th Avenue at the cigar shop every day. You'd see him every day over there. And we break his chops about the show. We tell him his hair's out of place. And the other one, Vito, the one who from The Sopranos, the one who they had in the gay club, remember?
Yeah.
He was from Bay Ridge.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. He talked about that on the Dude's interview.
Yeah, we used to see him all the time.
Oh, wow. Cool stuff. Another fat bald Italian says, I knew an Italian guy that retired in Palm Springs. He also fought Kimbo Slice. Do you know anything?
Yeah, that guy comes up with funny shit. I
love that guy. I'm telling you, fucking Angel Joe stepping it up. She got all these goofy bastards, and they're just funny.
But what now? I haven't really been keeping track of all that. But did they ever find out who did the mean things?
No, not officially.
Man, no, but fuck it.
We know who did it.
But aren't they fighting with her now?
Definitely, yeah.
They should have been fighting with her a long time ago. That fucking
So none of those people are friends no more, like Joe and Angel and all that. None of them are friends.
I don't think so. No, I'm not sure.
Right.
I don't think so.
And what about the other guy? The one they say is a Nazi. What's his name?
Oh, he's still over there talking his shit. But
he does what
he
he does.
Friends with them?
No, definitely.
No, they kind of had a little split too, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, they did. I know
Over
that
the
for sure. Yeah, they
silo
did.
guy, right? Over the silo guy.
That's how it
Over the
started with the
silo
silo guy. Yeah.
But why is the silo guy so important to her?
Well, the same reason the MRE guy was important to, and I'll keep this short because I don't want to be the topic of a fucking show today. I think it's because as long as she's cool with you, doesn't matter who you are, she'll be like, she's got to have it always. So what? He's my friend. Fuck off. You don't like it, leave. That's her thing.
Right. You can't really do that with everybody. What if like it happened to the guy Lee Cole with who was the guy that was on his thing?
Trio.
Oh, Trio.
Trio. Yeah, he that wound up being a big fake thing from with him. So I guess a lot of these people come on, then when she finds out the guy is wrong or lying or no good, I guess it'll just be another thing to brush off.
Yeah, I don't think she cares that he's
I
a
don't think she
liar. I
cares
think
about
she
it. That's the whole
realizes.
thing. It's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
yeah, you know, as long as as long as you didn't do nothing to me, then I don't care. Up to a fault. That depends on what the person stands for, though. I mean, like if somebody was fucking considers me his friend, but at the same time does fucking stuff that are pretty shitty, I'm gonna distance myself from that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. And nobody wants to be friendly with a bullshitter, you know what I mean? A lie is a lie.
Absolutely. You know, that's just me, though. But you know, she's her. I'm myself. She does whatever she
Right.
wants to do. You know.
But
But that
you don't have no issues with her, like, right?
no,
You don't-
no, 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 no,
And
no.
I know, so you're nice to her, right? Like you and her are friendly a little bit, no?
With Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's testy, you know. I'm on thin ice, but
Yeah, but you don't have nothing against her, though.
no, I don't. No, me from my side, no, I don't. I don't have any hate towards her, nothing like that. I'm trying to be nice to her and her friends.
I mean,
You know, I don't want no drama with them. They got bigger fish to fry over there.
yeah, they got
Right.
bigger tit than me, Smoke, and
Yeah.
any of us here. You know.
I just, you know, I do impersonations, and I don't think she likes that. But you know, I don't mean it
I don't
maliciously.
think- I mean, who knows? Who knows if she does or she don't? But
They still they do shows and stuff like that still, like
Yeah.
Oh, you know, they just had a crazy show last night that I missed. This fucking.
oh, they
Mark
had a
Schumacher.
really good show last night.
Yeah,
who did?
Angel. She's been having some good shows lately. A lot of drama over there with MB and you know the silo shit going on and MRE and the back and forth. It's pretty
I
entertaining.
can't watch those shows, they're too long.
Yeah,
You know, like,
it's like 6 hour,
too
7 hour
long.
shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too long, and you know, it's ladies talking. It's like, you know, I'm not, I don't really, you know.
Yeah, it had to grow on me.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't. I didn't listen for the longest time.
You're right, and if you, it's like The View, but with a couple of
Yes.
I was gonna use another word, but you see the men in there, they're fucking definitely beta males.
Yeah.
A lot of simps, a lot of simping going on.
A lot of simping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why Lee Cole's trying to distance himself. He don't want to put himself in that beta male category because he's half.
I thought he was friends with her.
No, he is. He goes on. I just say he hasn't gotten on in a while. I don't know why. I think he's been sick, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sick, the guy?
He was on. No, he was on yesterday. He looked a lot better, but he was sick during a week or something.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit. Even before the Sammy shit. But
He's trying to get Angel's love. He was doing pull-ups yesterday.
yeah, he lost a lot of weight looking good for her.
Yeah. He was shadow boxing.
Yeah. But no, she's got a good show over there.
Man, you're not on the panel, Mark. Don't get offended. I said the panel.
Oh no, come on, Mark.
Jesus Christ.
No, he's basically talking about Schumacher. Come on.
It's talking about Schumacher. Yeah. Look at
Wrench
the
rage.
thumbnail, bro. You ain't no
Yeah,
bitch. Come on,
come
man.
on. God damn it, Mark. I know
God.
he's talking about you.
He's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Mark. We know you're good.
No, you're solid,
okay.
bro.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man, you're like, what the fuck, you what motherfucker? Oh man. But it's a cool show. It's funny, man. So what did you get out of that show yet, Mark? Mark, what did you get out of that show yesterday? Did you throw him a Snicker bar to calm him down?
And I think the voices are funny hearing them talk. I know it's a bunch of older ladies, but you know, I like hearing. I think it's funny. I look at them as like characters and stuff. I don't know.
I don't
It's
want
like, how dare you?
But it's a safe show. It's a funny show. It's not bad.
Especially with Schumacher on there. I gotta go watch the rest of that because it looked funny.
Is Kasparov still fighting with her?
I wouldn't say fighting, but you know, yeah. I mean, they have their disagreements. They still go at it sometimes here and there.
Yeah.
They still talk about each other, you know.
And
Where
they
is
know
Kasparov?
each other.
Yeah, they go back. They go back at least 10 years.
Yeah, that's a shame that YouTube, does stuff like that, makes people go against each other, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. I agree.
It happens a lot, you know. You see it. If people are friends one day, the next day, I think it's all part of the the allure to create a better show. You know, it's a lot
Keep
of
the
it. I
drama
think is
going.
bullshit. Yeah. Drama is what people like to watch. You know what I mean? They love to watch the drama.
Yeah, people like the drum. People love when people go out and they just go watch and get the popcorn. And you know, we had a moment like that between Fish and Sunny Money. I thought it was funny as shit.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
That was great.
Sonny Money's the kid who drives around with the car and does the videos.
I don't know.
That's what happens.
No, that's not Sunny Money.
I'm not sure.
Sunny Money used to hang out with Gene Borello and I don't know. He used to talk a lot of shit on here. He calmed down a lot though. He's reformed.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
But,
who he is.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's entertaining himself. Yeah, Gene's out of prison now, huh?
Yep, free as a bird. What was it, like a week now?
We'll hear from him soon.
Yeah, he's free as a bird. He's off paper. He can say whatever he wants.
Really?
Yeah, Lee Cole, I think, announced it. Or was it Jeff Nadeau? Somebody said it.
Lee Cole has a private crush on
Gene. Yeah.
On Gene.
What's up, Joe C? Mr. YouTube Platinum. Thank you, brother. What's up? Lee says, dude, I'm an alpha, dude. I fought Sammy the Bull.
We already went over there, you see that?
Yeah, you saw
Who went
that, Gene?
Wow.
Did you see that?
Lee went over where?
Don't tell me
He
you
went-
missed that whole thing.
You missed that whole thing?
Yeah, what whole thing?
He went to Sammy's house.
In Arizona.
Lee Cole went to Sammy's house?
Yeah. Saw him outside in the parking lot. To fuck
Got
with him.
smacked and then went back home.
Get the hell.
Yeah, his son tried to grab his phone. I guess bopped him upside the head while Lee was in the driver's seat. Because he pulled up like, "What's up with Alan Kaiser, dude? What's up now, motherfucker?" Something like that. Sammy's like, "Are you Lee Cole?" And then Sammy's son grabbed for the phone because Lee was recording. He's like, "I can do whatever I want, dude." Something like that. And,
You see Sammy in the back. Open the door.
yeah. Open the door. Get him out of there.
Oh, God.
Get him out of the car. Dude.
It would have been like De Niro and the fucking Irishman kicking him, you know, in a super slow-mo. Kicking him on the curb. These guys got fucking, huh?
He's like, what's that guy's name? What the fuck was that guy's name? That fucking cocksucker. Not Van Damme, the other ass. Oh, Steven Seagal.
Yeah, it looked like
He's
some
kinda
Steven Seagal. Get him out of there. Hey, Lee's gonna blow out his fucking ponytail and have that slick back hair like Seagal.
I could see him doing that. Doing the Tai Chi.
He's gonna have his show, The Rat Hunter, starring Lee Cole.
You
What's up,
guys
man?
hear me or no?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah.
You broke up there.
I don't know what happened. The StreamYard, I don't know. You
God
know
damn
Smoke
it.
hates me.
Yeah.
God damn it. I think
So
I,
you say, what do you
Mark
think
wants to
about
hear
it?
it. Ready? Monkey.
So what do I think about it? I
Butter
can't
the
believe
wham, butter the wham.
And what did say? Did they talk like? Did he like have a sleepover? What did he do?
No, this was serious. He went over there uninvited.
Oh, he just popped up on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled up on him.
And what was Sammy doing?
He goes, "Hey, you leave."
Out of his house.
Yeah,
No, he was
sitting
sitting on
the
a
stool.
bench. Yeah, outside.
Really?
And he just sees Lee rolling up, and Lee's like, "Hey, Sammy, dude." And Sammy's like, "Are you Lee Cole?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm Lee Cole, dude." He's like, "What's up with Alan Kaiser now, bitch?" So he didn't say that, but you know, he might as well have. And he's like, "I don't want to talk about that. I already spoke about that in another video." You know, he's like, "No, what about Alan Kaiser? Do you talk about him?" Something like that. And then the kid, his kid Gerard asked him, "Are you recording this?" He's like, "Yeah, I can do what I want, dude." And he grabbed for the phone, and I guess he broke the phone a little bit, cracked it, whatever. And Lee broke his glasses. I guess he said he got hit in the temple. And I guess he drove away. You know, he put the fucking thing in drive and fucking peeled out.
Well, somebody was saying they're gonna donate the broken glasses to the mob museum. Talking about mob artifacts, right? So check this out. Like when you used to go to Casablanca, right? I'm Joe Massino's ex-restaurant. Before you walked in on your left, there was this man-sized statue of Humphrey Bogart. I wonder who has that fucking thing. That thing is probably worth a lot of money one day.
Yeah, I think what was it made out of? Like
Like
it was
plaster.
made out of metal, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, it was plaster. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I always used to jump when I come in there. Fucking one time he was coming out, I was going in. I was delivering bread because I used to. Let's say if they ordered extra bread and I was at the warehouse, they go, "Can you bring that to the restaurant?" I'd be like, "Yeah." So I'm bringing the bread and he's coming out and I'm looking at the fucking thing while he's coming out. I'm like, whoa, I got a double fucking shock.
Oh,
You know?
shit.
The predator lamb.
Blood of the lamb.
Yeah,
It
they
looks like
used
a
to,
real person.
I don't know if you ever did. You ever used to go to Two Toms?
To what?
The restaurant Two Toms. The restaurant Two Toms.
No.
That was a little hole in the wall spot. That was a really good place. But they used to have like this creepy rhinoceros head thing in there, and and they had like a tiger head or some kind of weird head and stuff in there. But the place was a great place to eat, and but it was just like skeevy a little bit to have these things hanging up. You know what I mean? While you're eating.
Yeah.
I got
You gotta. You see this tiger thing. These old. They were old. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you could do that stuff anymore. But they had these crazy things hung up on the walls and then.
Yeah, I used to go. There was talking about rhinos. There was a club in California I used to go to in Upland, California. It used to be called Rhinos. It had this big fucking rhino outside the place, like a fucking a fake figure, but real life.
Right. Like a replica.
A replica. There you go. But back to the Humphrey Bogart, that thing must be fucking worth some money. I guess you could sell it to one of those mob aficionados.
Oh yeah, forget it. You could sell all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what they do. I think there is actually a mob museum. You know that?
No,
In Vegas.
there is.
There is. I think so. In Vegas, yeah.
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 No, he wants to know if you were abducted by aliens. I don't know what the fuck he means by that.
I was abducted. Yeah, I was abducted by aliens. Yes, I was.
He's been through everything else. Yeah.
I've been probed. Yes.
Got some fucking weird people.
They put crop circles on me. God, man. But why was I abducted by aliens?
I don't know. It's a random question. I have no idea. I was wondering that too. I'm like, what the fuck? I guess you've been through everything else, You fucking I don't know.
You know what? I believe in them, but I don't know. I never seen one.
Yeah,
I never owned one.
I see them at Home Depot all the time. Those little aliens. Hey, listen. Carmine Castellano's in the fucking house, right? Now, if somebody told you back in the day Carmine Castellano's looking for you, you'd have to fucking think about it, right? That's like the ultimate great mob name.
Yeah.
Hey, Carmine who? Castellano? Oh, no way.
Yeah, his grandson killed somebody in the bikini bar place in Bay Ridge. He stabbed some kid in the chest over a girl. Wound up getting all sorts of time for that.
Who is this?
His grandson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was over some girl, and I don't know. I don't think he really meant to kill the kid, but he stabbed him in the chest and killed him.
Wow.
It's amazing how like names just fucking go generations and people just think that these people are still in the mob. Like years ago, this Carmine Galante's nephew or something got stabbed in a fucking bar.
Yeah.
And it hit the fucking papers and everybody was like, making Carmine Galante. I don't know if the kid even knew his uncle. You know what I mean?
Right. He probably didn't.
I probably didn't.
But some people are bots because it's something in the blood. There was a lot of certain places in Italy. There was a lot of cousins, doing their thing together. So you get some mental issues sometimes with that.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
The inbreeding was big back in the day.
The cousins.
Yeah, it was a thing for sure.
Kissing cousins, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to? I'm sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
Well, whatever happened to Castellano's daughter, Connie? You ever heard anything about her?
No.
Shit. She doesn't have to worry. Her boyfriend don't have to worry about getting clipped.
Yeah. She
You're
had
right
two
about
boyfriends, I think, that were clipped.
Yeah, I don't imagine that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he said you were abducted by aliens, because Rob Jean was asking about Sammy slapping
Sammy.
Lee. He didn't hear about it. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
what
know.
planet were you on?
BX, I've been engulfed in football. It takes over my life during football season. I just between fantasy and everything else, it's nuts.
Have you been making good picks?
I've been doing. Listen, I hit a 5-team parlay the other day on
Damn.
FanDuel. Like they do these little parlay things or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And $100 bet brought you back 1,100.
Wow.
It was pretty good, and
That's
I
pretty
got
good,
it off
1,100.
of you guys on YouTube.
Yeah, our guy who's going through a lot right now, Chad. He's 2-0, and the two games he picked, they won by 30 points or more. So I was like, holy shit! But unfortunately, he's going through his thing right now.
Who? Chad? Chad?
Chad, who comes on
Chad
Chad?
D. From Boston.
He's from
right,
Boston.
What happened?
Yeah,
to him?
well, his son went through some pretty big medical shit right now, and the smoke you can probably have to better than I can.
I mean, I don't know how much he wants me to divulge. I didn't ask him, but
No, I know, but just enough to know it's serious.
Yeah. Well, look, I'll say this much: his son has a tumor, and it's in a bad spot, and they have to do radiation, MRIs. It's going to take some time to get that done. He's a young kid. He's like in his late 20s, I think, maybe early 30s. Strong guy. He was suffering from seizures, and then they found the tumor, and they just want to make sure it didn't spread anywhere else, and they're going to try to shrink it and get rid of it, but it's going to take some time. So he's going through it a lot.
He's definitely not pressed.
Taking it hard.
Yeah, definitely. I like Chad. He's a good guy.
He really
guy.
is, and he's
Great
so
guy.
fucking broken over this. I spoke to him, and I mean, almost made me fucking tear. I did tear up, but it almost made me
breaks my
fucking
heart.
cry.
You can hear his voice. He don't sound the same, man. He sounds like he hasn't slept in days, and he's really going through it right now. So
Really close with his dad. He's really close with his kids too.
Yeah.
The other day I saw in the chat people were saying stuff to him, and I said something, but I didn't hear what had happened.
Yeah.
That's it. If Chad, you're out there, man, our prayers are definitely with you, brother.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said all the time, at the end of the day, we all bust balls, we fuck around with each other on these shows and all, but that's just you don't wish any of that stuff on anybody. Life's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
I heard Chris's mom was sick too.
Yeah. And my prayers go out to Chris's mom as well.
Yeah, same here, man.
It's terrible.
I hate hearing shit like that. Ball breaking, I like, but I don't,
Yeah, ball breaking is one thing, but when real life comes hit you in the face, you got to deal with it.
Sometimes I kick you in the balls.
Yeah, it's hard. And Marky Mark is gonna get me in trouble. He was talking about like Canarsie is you never. Hey, I'm from Rhode Island. I'm from Rhode Island.
Canarsie.
Dude, he had his interview from a year ago with some fucking guy. God damn, he knows how to bullshit that motherfucker.
Oh.
That Canarsie guy.
Oh, Jeff?
Oh, Maron.
I never really listened to him either. I don't, he still has a show?
Well, his show ain't bad. When he talks about stuff that he should be talking about, historic stuff and everything like that, it's not bad. It's not a bad show. But when he incorporates himself into the mob, or he was this guy and that guy, and his family was, not him personally, his family was, he just sounds like a fool. And there's some certain people out there that are fucking taking that shit out, Going, no, dude, your family wasn't involved in anything.
That's why you're better off not bullshitting. You really are.
For real. I call him geographical fucking Jeff, because he's from every part. He's from Philly. One day he's from Rhode Island. One day he's from Virginia Beach.
But
he never said Virginia Beach, so he's from Virginia Beach.
But didn't he work with like the cartels and stuff like that?
No, that's not Jeff. That's somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many people on this thing telling all sorts of stories. I can't keep up. That's why I come around here to hear from you guys. I didn't even know about Lee Cole and Sammy dancing.
Yeah,
I
it's
know that's big
crazy.
news. Lee Cole is big news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, you still talk to him, Smoke?
Once in a while, here and there. Not
They
really,
got a
but
secret. They have a secret relationship, I think.
yeah, right. No, no.
Yeah,
We were cool, like there's no beef. I mean, sometimes there is, but one minute he likes me, the next minute he hates me. So I don't know. We're on good terms right now. I spoke to him like, I don't know, a week ago. I don't know. It was brief. He was just talking to me about the Sammy thing, about the numbers, dude. He's like, why don't you understand what I did here, dude? He's like, it's about entertainment, dude. The numbers. I got a lot of subs, and I got a lot of views, dude. And I don't know. I don't know about the money part, but he got what he wanted, I guess.
He got a story out of it, so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
something.
He made a memorable moment on here. Nobody's gonna
And
forget it.
he videoed it.
Yeah, on his phone. Meanwhile, he had like $1,000 worth of fucking GoPro equipment and all these other fucking microphones and cameras, and he didn't even use them. He used his fucking cell phone. It got knocked out of his hand.
By Gerard. Oh my
Yeah, by
God.
Gerard, but he called him Jared and Gerald. Of course, you know him with the names.
Yeah, he's not good with the names. But I gotta say, Gerard was always a weenie.
You think so?
You knew him?
Yeah, he was a weenie.
He was a weenie.
I knew him. Yeah, I knew who he was, but I really didn't like.
No, was he the type you don't know who my father is or no?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, he was.
Oh, he was.
100%.
Oh wow.
And I don't so I don't like he hung out with certain people or whatever the case was, but he was one of those my father's things. Yeah, definitely.
That's funny how fucking Karma's a bitch because I remember the father always talking about Ali's brother, Larry. Larry has had his problems in the past, and Sammy didn't like Larry for an incident that happened back in the day where I'm not gonna get into it. It's not my story to tell. It's theirs. And he talked about that kid used to go around telling people you don't know who my father is and that. Oh wow, fucking, then you hear. So did your son, brother.
Yeah. But a lot of people did that.
Do that.
You know that,
Yeah,
Frank.
I know they do. I know they do.
When I moved back to Brooklyn, I just kept my mouth shut. You know what I mean? I didn't say who, what, where. I just did my own thing. I wanted to make my own marks. You know what I mean? I didn't want to, I had my family was still around, not my father or my brother anymore, but my Uncle Eddie was still around for a little while, and then Curly, but I hung out with them once in a while. We used to have a good time. Frankie was at my sister's Sweet 16 in Florida, and we wound up having a fight in the club, and the feds hopped out of the bushes.
Really?
Yeah, they hopped out of the bushes on him and one of the guys he was with.
Wow.
But it was funny. Yeah, that was funny. We had it on a boat, and once the boat docked, we went to this place, Bermuda Triangle in Fort Lauderdale. And some guy followed my mother, may she rest in peace, into the bathroom. And I didn't see it. My friend seen it. And he ran over there and, he said something or whatever. And I was trying to see what the commotion was. And then the next thing you know, it just turned into a melee.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But they had a lot of people, they had some big bouncers. They owned the place next door. So it turned into us, there was 50, 60 of us because we came from the Sweet 16. So there was a lot of us in there. But, we, after a while, when the cops came and started macing and beating everybody up, you couldn't win.
Yeah.
It was a bad one, but it was a good memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Fuck yeah. I mean,
Frankie was fun, to hang out with and stuff like that.
You seem that way.
Yeah. He was fun. Hold on one second, guys.
Yeah.
Terry Lynn, thank you so much for gifting those memberships. And Tatone for surviving the ghetto. Donate, folks, so Smoke can get laid. Thank you, Tatone. I appreciate you. Yeah.
We should get a fucking show where he travels the United States, visiting people. It doesn't have to be all fucking like people's gonna get into it with, but just even interviews that are anybody, everybody. And sometimes he throw in those ones where he gets fucking chased by somebody's dog.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Who got
Nah.
chased by somebody's dog? What I miss now?
No, I'm saying Lee should have a show like that where he goes from all over the United States from one place to the other, giving interviews. Not hostile all the time, but sometimes enough to get chased by a dog. You know what I mean? I mean, I think that would be great if he had
I
a
said
30
that a long
minute.
time ago.
Huh?
I said that a long time ago. Lee should go like on a road trip. Like Lee, what was it, ghost hunting or something? I don't know. I made some sort of joke a long time ago that he should travel the country and go place to place, interview people. You know.
Does he still have that same partner? Proctor?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Proctor.
yeah.
Yeah. Keeps
Oh,
him out
them
of
two
trouble.
together would travel. Let's say, Proctor worked from home. He works from in the car. Let's find out where Lee is today. You know, that kind of shit. 30-minute show. It'd be fucking priceless.
Yeah, you're right. He would do
I
well.
think it'd be great because, you know, I take Lee as serious as Super Dave Osborne.
Super Dave.
Remember Super? They used to fire him from the cannons and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I view Lee. I don't find him as serious at all.
I don't think he's a serious guy, to be honest with you. You know,
and
like,
if we play that off, that'd be great.
I think he knows how to play the YouTube game. You know, I think that's what he.
You got to give him that, man. He's
Good at, yeah.
Missing something's missing.
He's
I
a
wish
good
I could
promoter.
put my foot on it. I mean, something's
Yeah.
missing where he could take shit to the fucking whole new level, and you know.
Yeah.
I'm not talented like that to fucking see what it is, but somebody's got to see something. I think it'd be funny just going around busting people. He busted Sammy's balls. You see
I
what he
can't
did?
believe he did that. That's so funny. I gotta watch that thing. This guy Lee, listen. You got to give him credit for doing it, but he had balls to do it.
Yeah.
He took his lumps, right? You said they knotted him up, so they.
Yeah. Give him a nice little slap.
Marky,
broke
that'll
his
be
glasses.
fucking great. If anybody
Yeah,
knew where fucking Fish was, he could go. I'm sorry to interrupt. He could go visit Fish at the fucking ice stand in Minnesota, the son of the Guma. Who the fuck brags about shit like that? That his mother was a Guma. Rob, you're in the neighborhood. Isn't that embarrassing or what?
Who said that, Lee?
Fish.
I don't know what Fish is. It's another show now.
No, it's another some
Fish
wacko in the fucking chat.
He
Calls
comes here,
himself Fish.
fucking bust balls on everybody.
He
Wants
got
to call
chased out
people
of Brooklyn. Yeah.
He was from Bay 50th. He sells ices now somewhere in the United States.
And he got chased.
And he got chased.
Now he sells ices in the park to
And
Somalia.
he says his mom was a Guma.
Twice.
Twice. It's like
She's a two-time Guma.
he had a lot of uncles in the neighborhood.
I think we lost. Goddamn it.
Yeah, we.
Rob G.
Yeah, I think so. Fish told this story on his Fish stories, yes.
Fish likes fish sticks.
I would like to fucking that'd be great. Lee I would go with Lee, I swear to God. And if I was seeing his ice cream car, just knock it over on a day where he's supposed to make a lot of money. And step on it.
What are you doing, cuz?
Oh, yeah, fuck off. You made me come all the way here for nothing? It's going to cost you.
You fucking
Didn't we think Silo was actually the Puerto Rican ice guy in Knickerbocker Avenue?
Yeah, I heard that story.
What was it? Jalito de Cocos.
Jalito de Cocos. Yeah.
And piñas.
I
You want the
got these
piña
kids.
flavor or the Jalito de Coco?
Come on.
Come
Tell
on,
your
try my
friends.
imported from Puerto Rico, saying what?
Yeah. You buy 3, I give you 1 free.
Right. He's the type of guy who just open up an ice fucking place, ice booth, just to talk to the moms. How you doing, doll?
How you doing, doll? How's it
Yeah.
going? I was just in Alaska. I was nowhere near that YouTube chat. I had no time for YouTube. I was in the chat. I got the text messages to prove it. I just sent them to Angel. She's gonna show you in 3 weeks after I speak to my lawyer.
Fucking
Think I need this
fish.
shit? Yeah, fuck Fish. Fish is an
Is he
asshole.
really- Oh, he's a loud back kid. We don't kick nobody. We fuck him.
I don't think he's blocked, but he hasn't shown his face around here in a few days.
Yeah, he's diversity for FBS. That's what he goes by.
Oh, he changed his name. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was on the fucking. I caught him the other night and I started talking about fish, and diversity for the new guy he uses got pissed. Like, you wouldn't say this in front of Fish's face. Fuck you.
Fuck. Yeah, right.
So we get the old.
Nobody's worried about him.
Huh?
Nobody's worried about Fish. You're not gonna say it to his face. Come on.
Yeah, no, Mark, you want to come? You could come too. It'll be a road trip. We all go fucking searching for fish.
What's up, cuz? You found me.
Yeah, what are you gonna do now? I was just kidding,
Yeah. I was just kidding, cuz.
I was just playing.
Yeah.
He must have owed some bookie money.
Nobody leaves Brooklyn to go to fucking Minnesota, I'll tell you that much, unless he's got a real reason. And I'm sure it ain't good. He fucked somebody over. With his attitude, I'm sure he fucked somebody over.
Yeah. Amos can't be wrong. What's going on?
Yeah. Anyway, I got to shut down the show anyway. I don't know what happened to Rob Jean, but
All right,
get out of
yeah.
here now.
Pretty good show. I mean, I'll take any last questions if you want.
Yeah. We were supposed to talk about Joe Massino. I guess we did, but
Yeah, we did.
How much we're gonna talk about him, I guess.
There's not much more we could fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, not my end anyway. I wonder if he left a journal or anything like that or whatever.
He never did any interviews, no documentaries. It's a shame, really. I mean, who knows? Maybe he did. Maybe he left some journals exposing shit, but I doubt it. I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, good people die all the time. So I mean, him dying. A lot of people are like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. No, he hurt a lot of people. Knocked over a lot of people. So.
Yeah, but his era is over with. I'm surprised they didn't get a lot of media coverage or anything.
Would you say? Yeah, I'm surprised too. I mean, maybe
the New York media.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, maybe they'll be a week late or something. Usually they do that too. They announce it like a week later, like a passing little article. But no, it wasn't headline news.
Can he though, Sean? I mean, what is he gonna say? He did damage already. Hopefully, he wrote some shit to get Vinny off. I mean, in a perfect world, that sounds great, but I don't know.
I forgot what I was going to say about him. God damn it.
What are you going to say about Joe Messina?
Would you say that he's like one of the last like old school bosses to pass away now? Like it's done? Like there's no more old school bosses left from that era, like the 80s and 90s, whatever.
Well, I think he lost a lot of legitimacy as a organized crime figure.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey, what's up? You lose a lot of legitimacy as an organized crime figure when you do, when you squeal, tall, rat, whatever. So, I mean, is he one of the last old timers? Yeah, the day he talked, he was the last old timer. So we could take that out. He's gonna be known for the He's gonna be known for the wrong reasons. Put it that way, and he ain't gonna be up there with the greats. Was he up there with the greats if he would have kept his mouth shut and everything like that?
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Top 20, but
I don't think so.
Maybe top 20. What do you think?
I mean, maybe, but maybe I'm impartial because I really don't like him too. I didn't like him too much.
No.
God rest his soul, but
fair enough.
You know what I mean? I just a lot of people didn't like his politics. Let's say.
Well, a lot of people didn't like the fact that he was making guys because they were money makers, and a lot of people being skipped over. I remember that. And one of the money guys he did make was fucking that Paulie Canarella.
Right.
And that kid fucking flipped in a second.
Yeah.
Didn't he fix
guys,
up the banana
I just
phone?
got to the plan. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you all soon.
All right,
thanks for
brother.
hopping on the
Nice
show,
talking
man.
to you. Nice
I'll
talking to
talk
you.
to you soon. Smoke, I'll be back for you.
It's good to hear from you, bro. Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
Definitely.
always.
And everybody in the chat, hello. If I didn't see you,
Yeah.
Frankie, Smoke, I'll talk to you soon, bud.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
brother.
All right, be well, guys.
Yeah, Colin brings it. Massino dies, and then the very next day, Joe Molino. Yeah, I think she was sick though, Miguel. You know, his mom, God rest her soul, as well.
It's just weird, one of those weird coincidences, you know.
Well, they were older, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows what situation they both were in?
Yeah.
No, the only reason they got back on the commission was because of Gotti. No other bosses liked him. Oh. Yeah, he did get back in because of Gotti. That's correct. But
I heard he kept that family out of trouble. Everybody else was going out, you know, going down for the Ricos and going to jail.
Well, I think that's what happened. Was they were smaller. They didn't look like they would ever recover. They got back in the commission, and then all the other four families took a shot. They had other things going on, while by the time Joe Gate came out of prison, the Colombo family was going through a war. Gotti just was about to get sentenced.
Yeah.
The Genovese family was having its problems with the Chin. And the Lucchese's, you see what they went on there. So, he kind of like slipped back into the scene.
Thank you, Joey Knish.
Yeah,
$10.
Casey Robinson, right? Exactly what Casey Robinson said.
All the other hitters were locked up when Messina got out.
Yes, absolutely. But you got to remember, the family got to take a lot of credit too, because they got past the three captain debacle. The Donnie Brasco won, the pizza connection, and then they still got it together. So he was responsible for that. So you got to give him that. Now, if he doesn't flip, is he ranked top 20? Yeah, I think so.
Joey Knish, thank you for helping me survive the ghetto, brother. What did Massino die from? I don't know. They don't know. I don't know. He was obese. He was old.
Jelly donuts.
Jelly donuts. Yeah, that was on the autopsy report.
He loved this fucking German bakery where he always used to talk about he missed. It was called Kops. Kopps. It was on Metropolitan Avenue. Kops, not Cops.
We're gonna go over the cocks.
Yeah, he loved that. He flipped because he was facing the devil. Don Vito said, I don't know, man. Clogged artery. Sure, most likely. I don't know. He could have played that. He could have played that card too. I mean, you have to go for another phase for the death penalty case.
They don't even give you the death penalty though. They'll give it to you, but you don't.
No, you'll get it in the feds. There's people
Really?
that gotten people.
Yeah.
I don't think an organized crime figure's gotten it in
80
in
years.
the modern day of the death penalty.
Yeah.
But people get the arm treatment here. They do.
Yeah. Gotti wanted him as boss so he could control the commission. He tried to get Stanford.
Exactly. And he knew that.
Stanford, Massino, some other guy too. I forgot who, but it was a power move.
Yeah. Yep.
But all right.
Probably top 15. Can name a bunch of bosses. Yeah, Carmen Castellano. Yeah, definitely. That's what I had him up at 20 or something like that. Definitely.
Yeah, but supposedly his family loved him so much they were going to change the name to the Massino family.
You know, that's funny. When that was in the indictment that came in with the guys from the Bronx on that case, they named it the Massino / Bonanno family indictment, and he goes, "Wow, they're calling it." He said it. They're calling this the Massino family indictment now, and he was like looking around, like trying to collect accolades, you know, like Birkin.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, oh well, you know, well, I go better than the other guy. That's what I said, you know.
Yeah.
After the book he wrote, Honor Thy Father.
I bought that book. It was all right.
The book he wrote, I don't know that he helped write.
Yeah, Man of Honor.
Man and I. There you go.
Yeah, it was a good book. It was all right. I liked it.
Yeah, but he was very frowned upon after that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he pissed off a lot of people with that. Castellano was pissed off, I'm sure, and
Danny Trio, they got an
Danny Trio
indictment on
was pissed
him.
off.
He
Yeah,
was pissed
Pizza.
off. You don't even know you may believe that it affected him. Pizza was pissed off.
Thank you, Red White. Member for 1 month already. Thank you.
Nice. Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Huh?
A little bit, yeah. That's a little bit of trivia right there. That's
Angela and Angela were pissed off. Yeah, he's a rat. Can't believe it, that fat bastard. He didn't even know my father.
Oh, yeah, with Angel. Yeah, right, exactly. What's
I
up,
don't like-
Casparosa? Why don't you get up here? We have a word. Where you been hiding from us? You know why he's hiding, right?
I don't know. I think he's trying to avoid this show like the plague now. I think I don't know. I don't want to put
Angel
words
told
in
him, don't go on that show anymore with
Yeah.
Fiordilino.
Now, I'm going to be doing a show this weekend. Casparosa better show up.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
us some updates. God damn it.
Hey, War, you're very welcome. You're the best, bro. The feds did that with all of them. Whoever's the boss at the time, they use the person's name. Like, yeah. It's not like the people made their names for themselves. It's not like the mob goes, hey, the guy goes, we're gonna call ourselves whatever, the Genovese family, the Banana family, okay, whatever. It's that's how they tag the feds tag the people. Yeah, Don Vito. Yeah, we did hear that. We were talking about that earlier. Gunsmoke.
Yo.
Did you hear? He said, "Did you hear Pizza saying people mistaking him for Joey Molina?"
Oh, I heard that this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the same missing 32 teeth.
God damn it, Casparosa. I can't now. I have to go, man. I have to end the show. I got to go do something. But next time I'm live, you better show up, pal. I'm going to say your name 3 times. You better pop out of that coffin.
Yeah, you know, the people say this, people say that. Who's that, Dan Trio?
He was who he was. He did what he did. And,
He did what he did. That's what he didn't know what he was to talk about.
Yeah.
He did what he did. He said what he said. He said what he did.
And now I'm here with you, Lee. I just want to talk to you.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't gonna tell us about those bodies, huh?
Thanks a lot, Lee.
Now, Lee.
Thanks a lot, Lee.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lee. Like Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah. Where's my shit bag?
Why don't you send us? Why don't you send us out of here with one of those fucking Danny Trios? They're funny. They're the gift that keeps on giving.
All right.
And then we're out.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me thank the people. Hey, guys, thank you for supporting the channel today. All of you who sent me a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. You know who you are. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Terry Lynn, for gifting those memberships to people and supporting this channel and promoting the show today. I appreciate you, Terry Lynn.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Because you are.
Yeah, you did what you did.
You did what you did. That's how you guys end the show with your fucking.
Pretty highly of you.
I think. Yeah. Are we gonna get one?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play it. I'm just saying goodbye. So, guys,
goodbye, guys.
Yeah, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys maybe later tonight. Definitely tomorrow morning, if not tonight, late night, and we'll continue the conversation. And yeah,
you've been redeemed. You've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb.
we deemed.
We redeemed.
I want to thank Michael McDonald for hopping on, Rob Jean, of course, Frank. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Yeah, Michael, good luck. Glad that shit's over with for you.
Yeah, and again, prayers for Chad and his son.
Chad Jr. Yep.
Yeah, Chad Jr. And that's it, guys. So I'm going to leave you with some Danny Trio. You got anything else to say to these people, Frank?
No. Let's not forget FBS's mom, too.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right.
And
Later,
Angela,
Frank.
press the like button.
Oh, God. I could hear it now. Yeah, Fiordilino was saying hit the like button.
Yeah, it's going to hit me with a shoe.
Yeah. All right, where's this video here? I'm trying to find it. I gotta delete some of this shit. Where is it? Here we go. All right.
Gunsmoke the Don, who's not Gunsmoke. That's not his name. There's nothing Don about him. Expose us, please. Give us some good shit. This is boring, dudes. God. What's your opinion of Gunsmoke? Gunsmoke the Don, Mr. Gee. Chicago Muscle, how you doing? Every time we say hi to you, we support draft dodgers and stuff. And despite the fact that I have 3 children in the military. Then we got Frank Fiordilino. He was a coffee boy. Okay, that's what you are, Frank Fiordilino. Did I say your name correctly this time, Frank? Because I'm as clean as can be as any human being right now. You and I, it's just as 2 human beings that people don't understand. Now you're going to see the dirty me, you little bitch. You're going to see the dirty me now. You think you had it bad a year ago? That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. You wanted my attention, you got my attention. Now, Danny, these clowns we're talking about, they basically downloaded you using the word cock and swearing and being. Do you have some regret about that, or how do you feel about that?
I have certain degree. You know what I mean?
It's a good thing, Danny, they don't find out about those other bodies you have.
Thanks a lot, Lee. You just fucking threw me over the fucking bus.
That was a joke. That was a joke, Mr. Fad. Because Danny has a shit bag and stuff.
Yeah, Danny has a shit bag. Where is it? Where's my shit bag? Where is it? Where's my shit bag? Where's my shit bag? You fucking clowns!
You got a big
can all
belly
suck
button.
my. You can all suck my dick.
Thank you, Sonny Soprano, Carlos, Don Vito Casio-Ferro. Thank you guys for all the super chats and super stickers today. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for helping me survive the ghetto. And until next time, people. Peace. Yeah. Show's over, y'all. Yeah. Get out of here. Yeah.